to another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. Oh, that's the time.
I did it.
Oh,
it's on the stream.
okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Hey, the only podcast where we don't fake our content. Hey, today's a very special day. Today is a very special day. Because I got my brothers here with me. It's just us. We're a real collective. We would never get on Instagram Live and say that nobody gets paid and that some of us have a nose issue and say that some of us are on the spec. We would never say anything like that. I got the team with me. Sage, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, brother. So no, I'm doing good.
Damo, how are you doing on this magnificent day?
So much news out of nowhere. How y'all doing, chat? We literally about to get into everything today. I'm actually kind of hurt. This is crazy.
Hey, man.
I don't even want to call you B Souls or Benjamin Souls today. Briz Souls, how you doing today?
Man.
I'm tired of shit, bro. Ain't gonna lie. There's been so much news going on, and all I've been doing is coding because I got homework. But we're here. I'm here to ask questions because I gotta catch up. No.
I felt that. I'm not gonna lie. I got a hell of homework to do, but I'm always gonna find a reason to procrastinate. We're in the building, man. Listen, if you're new to the Twitch stream, make sure that you become a subscriber. Make sure you follow us. That's how you get the exclusive content. If you're new to YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Smash that subscribe button. Ain't that how the YouTubers be doing it?
Smash that like button, guys.
Smash that like button. Smash that. Subscribe to the channel, man.
They got all types of shit now. It's crazy. Everybody got
turn the notifications on, all that jizzity jazz, all that. Hey, and if you listen to this on Apple Podcasts, make sure you leave a 5-star review. We want to read some, and I got some for us today. This is from, who is this? Top of the Morning. It says, "Keep It a Buck crew is better than the TNT crew."
Facts, big facts.
I guess.
Big facts.
Nody Gang Scully says, "Y'all don't know, but I also double for cleanup duty." Oh, this is from B-Soul Sweat Towel.
Sweat towel, yeah.
Yeah, this is from your Sweat Towel.
Okay.
And this is from King J, a more serious one. Dope Podcast says, "I love the podcast, different opinions, and they all valid in my opinion. No casual talk over here." Okay. TS, oh my God, though, love to chop it up with him. Hey, King J, if you're listening, be a subscriber, man. We can bring you up on these pods. We can just bring you up on these.
For real. We do a Q&A almost every
King
single
J
pod.
Sage said, "Fuck you, bro." He said that before we started.
Wait, that's a lie. I didn't acknowledge it at all. That's a lie.
Hey, if you also don't know, we're big on TikTok, so make sure you follow us on TikTok and the gram.
They're not fucking blocking us, man. These
Facts.
weak ass community violations.
See it before they get taken down. But before without any further ados, or however the phrase goes, I think we should start here with Nick Brizzle and the Savage Squad's beef. Yeah. The beef between the two. So first of all, I think it started off with Chris White, the big man for the team, coming out on Instagram.
What the fuck is he talking about?
And just essentially outing Nick Briz for some of the different things that he had going on. He was saying that, Nick doesn't pay the contributors, Carlos and Chauncey and other guy.
Enough. He does pay them, but not enough.
Don't pay them. They don't. Well, at one point he was saying that they didn't get paid for X amount of time, and then they started to get paid. But even when they were getting paid, it was like $1,200 or something like that. It just wasn't enough. He's saying that the videos are fake. He's saying that they pay actors to come up to these parks, throw punches, start fights, throw tantrums. He's saying that him and Nick also got into a confrontation, and that Nick told him to, square up. Like, we should square up. That's when Nick invited him to his house and told him that his Marine brother, his soldier brother, would, shoot him if he came to his house. Yeah.
What the hell?
Told him he would shoot him. His brother, his sniper brother or something like that, would shoot him if he came to his house. And then the final two claims is that Chauncey, it's Carlos. Carlos is on the spectrum. He's autistic. and that Nick Briz has a nose issue. Okay.
What do you mean by that?
He takes part in recreational drugs. I mean, we can refer to Miso's hat if we have. Yeah. Okay. Connect the dots.
Hey.
No coincidence he wore that hat. No coincidence.
Head.
So based off of,
you see what I'm saying? Hey, let me. There you go.
So based off of that first stuff, I mean, how are we feeling about the whole, Nick Briz Savage Squad? Now, there's more to get into, but just off that first situation that happened, the first reactions, how are you guys feeling about Nick Briz and the Savage Squad?
I mean, everyone's already said something was gonna happen at some point. Like whenever we've talked about them on this pod, like specifically Dom said something's gonna happen if they keep on doing this type of shit. Now, I didn't expect it to be like an internal blowout. I thought it was gonna be something external, but something was bound to happen along these lines, man. When you make your brand about toxicity, toxic shit's gonna happen. So. The end.
Shit. I'll go. I wasn't a huge fan, and that's not me just acting like I wasn't. No, I watched them every now and then, but I'm like nowhere near up to date. Like I probably haven't seen this last 5. But I'm friends with people who were fans, and I did enjoy the content that I did watch. And they all said it in unison when I showed them the news before I even showed you guys the news. It was like, this shit not about to hit the same. And I was just like, yeah, from the concept perspective, it's like wrestling, right? Like when you're a kid and you have it in the back of your head that it's fake, but nothing has literally truly stated it's fake, you can fuck with it, sure. Yeah. But the second you find out in 4K that CM Punk is on a podcast, like, yeah, this shit fake as hell. GCS don't hit no more. Like none of that shit hit no more. So
it's like when we found out Drake had a ghostwriter.
It was kind of like that, though. It was kind of like that.
Fuck Drake. Let me chill.
You gotta get a tattoo immediately.
And the one thing I'm shocked Omar didn't talk about was that bro be calling the feds, man. That's crazy.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
Crazy, bro.
The other original accusation that Chris made is that Nick Briz is an informant. He is
caller.
McGruff the crime dog. You see what I'm saying? He has that jitterbug phone. We only have 3 numbers, and all 3 of them are 9, 1, and 1. He calls 911 at any altercation. He said that there was one event where they went to, and there was a kerfuffle, and everyone started scattering. And Chris was, collecting his people saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. And somebody turned to him and said, we got to wait because Nick is talking to the cops. He's a cop caller. He also
does he do that during the stage videos too?
Does that during the stage videos because sometimes they can get apparently out of hand, and there are other people. So when they do get out of hand, he's calling the cops and stuff like that.
Goodness.
And I also could say one of the people that he said he wanted to set up to be punched is Cash Nasty. Chris was claiming that Nick was going to pay an actor to punch Cash Nasty.
He also, and this will be my final thing on it, because obviously, and hell, me personally, I want to hear what Dom has to say on it too. But apparently, he has called actors to jump Chris, and that's just like, all right, man. It's like one thing to act and like, yeah, man, swing at me. Tell them to jump Chris is kind of crazy.
Without Chris knowing?
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Chris doesn't know that's OD. Now, the only saving grace, and I'm not playing devil's advocate when I say it, is just a mere factor situation. I haven't heard anything from Nick's side. Not one thing. So
he had a shit ton of stories on his Instagram.
But I haven't heard. So I'll listen to you guys then, because I haven't heard a single thing from him. But
I wasn't sitting through that shit, bro. Don can tell the story.
For me, I'm gonna just say, them videos ain't gonna hit the same. I was actually kind of conflicted at first because when I first heard what was going on, and he said, "Yo, Nick is making like 40 bands a month off these videos, 30 bands a month, whatever it was, and he's only paying Carlos $1,200 or $1,100." I was like, that nigga was homeless and he's making what some motherfuckers make working a job. I'm not too mad about that. If you're using this guy for content and he's off the street, it's one thing if you fuck somebody out of a business deal, but that nigga was homeless.
That is a business deal. That is a business deal.
First of all, hold on, wait. Just let me get through this, all right?
Go ahead.
So at first I'm like, it's not that bad. Then the longer the story goes and the more I reflect on it, I'm like, nah, he's just a big piece of shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Once all the paying people to jump people, once all the calling the police, niggas is 6'9". I'm like, I knew it was fake. I didn't know it was that fake. Like, that was my problem. I knew it was fake. I just didn't know it was that fake. Like, dude, you're calling the police at staged videos? Like,
that's just too dangerous.
He's setting up the altercations, and then when it gets out of hand, he's the one that no. Hey, it's too much now.
You gotta punch this dude, and he don't know. Oh no, it's getting too crazy. Whoa, like, all right, bro, you're a fucking clown. No. So yeah, Nick is definitely on my clown list, but
who else is on there?
It was a good run. We can get on some people that's on the clown list, but right now we're talking about Nick Shits and the corruption of the community. Yeah, now it's about to be the hooligans. You hear Chris's team, the hooligans. They're about to start doing their shit, yelling white and everything. Okay,
white is crazy.
That's the craziest outro ever.
That gotta be racist.
I'm out. Bro. Next video coming up. White.
That gotta be racist. I don't care.
Gotta be racist.
Something wrong with that. But I gotta say, and for those watching or who are gonna watch on YouTube and like, yeah, here they go, just mad about the cop thing, bro. That's dangerous too. Like fuck all the 6'9" bullshit. That's just dangerous to do. So you got actors swinging, you got real people actually mad. And you're gonna bring 12 to the situation where they're gonna actually arrest and shoot people. You're wilding, boy. So
it's wild for the fact that you gonna go into the hood, random.
Exactly.
You gonna go into the hood, some random hood, cause problems, and then you're gonna call the police to this. Like, nigga, you're breaking so many fucking offenses. It's not even funny. Like, you breaking a code on a major level. Can't rock with it. Can't get behind it.
I was gonna say. So let's get into some Dick Briz, because to be honest with you, I'm a person who's a believer where there's smoke, there's fire. Nobody just comes out with allegations. I'm a firm believer in that. I know stuff can get kind of skeptical, and people always want to cape for their favorites and say, "Oh, so and so." But me personally, like me, Omar, I've never had allegations about me because I don't get myself into situations like that. When smoke starts to happen about me, there might be a little fire going. So Nick Briz responds to this, though. Even his response runs from that same night were just very, very vague. It was very, very, oh man, you do stuff for guys, you try to give them the world, man, and they just turn their back on you. But you know what? We're going to keep rocking. He went on Carlos's live and was saying like, man, can you believe this guy? Can you believe this guy? That night and even that next morning, we never denounced anything. It was just but when he finally made his official responses, he mentions that Nick Briz mentions that yes, he did go and get Carlos, who was homeless. They never address him being on the spectrum. They just kind of laugh about it. But he did rescue him from being homeless and give him an opportunity. And I kind of thought that was going to be his justification of, well, I'm flying you across the country and I've given you some clothes and shoes and stuff like that. So money, we shouldn't be talking about the splits. But this feels real similar to the Joe Budden podcast, but I keep getting off topic. But he says, yes, he was homeless. He was, every time he went and talked to him, he said he felt like he saw a star in the making of him in content land. And he was giving him $200 every time he went to see him or whatever the case may be. He actually did admit to faking a video or two. I think it was 2 videos.
You said
one. So he claims that it was getting so dangerous, but the level that they had built it up to, it was, this anticipation that they talked about faking the videos. And he claims this was him and Chris, to the point where they actually do execute on one of those. And he does pay actors to fake a video. He also says something about him never saying the N-word. I don't remember Chris ever saying that he said the N-word, but I don't, maybe I missed on that one. And this is the one that it took a little bit of a turn for me personally. When he said, I would never say that about a group of minority people, especially seeing how essentially he's in the minority in this community and he gets attacked every single day in the DMs and the comments, talking about, or people talking about how he's stealing from the culture and this, that, and the third. That's where I had to really cut Nick Briz off. I don't know how he tried to play the reverse race card.
He said he's a minority. Situation.
Essentially, he's getting picked on because he's the minority in this community of park basketball. I see Damo and Sage are just like this. That's so wild. But that's what I got from Nicholas Briz. But he was saying that Chris is like a clout chaser and all this other stuff. But again, I just don't see too many people turning on their homeboys in these type of situations. But whoever, go ahead.
Chat saying that he said that Chris said it when Nick was drunk in the Uber. He's saying he called the Uber driver the N-word. That's according to chat. So maybe
I can tell you right now, I'm more inclined to believe Chris saying it than Nick based on how they talk and the fact that Chris is from New York. And I know how New York niggas talk. So I'm pretty sure Chris has said it. He just ain't been caught. But what Nick said in terms of how he wouldn't say it because of how he relates to it was more so of the fact that in all his videos, he's always offended when people call him like bitch ass white boy. Like the Luka shit. Like the shit with Luka. When Martrez said shut the fuck up, bitch ass white boy, or some shit like that. All the white media was like, well, is it racist? I mean, if the card was on the other foot, that would be pretty racist, right? Mm-hmm. And that's basically what it is. I don't think he's trying to say he's a minority, but he basically was saying,
I think he used the words minority though. I ain't gonna lie.
He didn't say the words minority, Omar. Stop. He didn't say minority.
I was trying to get our facts straight, man.
Because I'm like, I gotta see this.
Yeah, I gotta see.
I seen the source. He did not say nothing about minority
on here. We don't have to have facts straight on here. Fuck that.
Fuck out of here. This nigga over here.
This ain't grape juice, nigga.
Look. Keeping it a stack. His pack is already in there. We don't need to fabricate that jump. We don't need to lace it. It's already.
No, but I will say he did. To me, even though that playing the bitch ass white boy, playing the bitch ass white boy card is still you trying to say like he experiences some sort of racism and all that stuff. And to me, that's like, all right, now you if we're trying to equate anything like that to the N-word, you've definitely you've lost me. You've lost me. So you just got to stop. But he also says that Chris is on coke as well. I don't think I mentioned that. Sage, how we feeling about Nick's responses? And
like I said, I don't keep up with these dudes like that. And it wasn't like their content was just straight trash, in my opinion. I know some people think it was. I didn't think it was bad. I just didn't watch it. So my attachment to it isn't like this pain or anything, but it is always disappointing to see a very up and coming YouTuber, because I don't know where the hell he came from, just plummet like that to be apparently a weirdo. And the more I find out whether it's fact, I need facts in my face to fully confirm it, but it's just like, damn, that's tough, my boy. And this is what I be saying about other celebrities too. Stop trying to get to know them personally. Your favorite celebrity is probably a weirdo. I promise you, it's just how it goes. Holly weird.
Drop the bomb.
Holly weird. Drop the bomb, bro.
I learned that the hard way.
Personally know them, bro. Stop it. It's like once in a blue moon, your favorite celebrity in the world isn't weird in any way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. Just chill.
But that's also the thing about
that every day.
Yeah, but that's the thing about influencers. I made a video on it the last 2 weeks on one of my 6 channels. Like a lot of these modern. Hey, I'm just saying. A lot of these modern influencers the last 2 years have really forgotten like where that word comes from, which is influence. So let's just say hypothetically, this shit never came out, right? They kept on faking these videos. They rose to the top, 10 million subscribers, 10 million views per video. They become the top of the top. When people watch their videos, they're literally gonna be influenced by their content to the point where they're gonna make street basketball in their community just about fights, and that's dangerous. That's dangerous. So it's cool for them because they're making the money, they're getting the success. But in terms of influence, bro, you're at that point. If you would have kept on rising to the levels you were bound to be at, bro, you would have made street ball in general, playing basketball, pickup basketball outdoors, extremely dangerous.
It's already like that now. Like I don't know how in tune with the whole IRL basketball scene y'all are, how much videos y'all watch, but that's a thing now. Like Ball is Life, the last couple of videos, unless I'm tripping, chat, check me if I'm wrong, but the last couple of Ball is Life videos have been nothing but the fucking thumbnails niggas fighting or something about. But
is that not because of the influence of Nick Briz and his? But
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's already happening. Like you saying, oh, they got the 10 million and all that. The influence already been set. That's Showtime. Yeah. K Showtime is a product of Nick Briz basketball. What Ball is Life is emulating Nick Briz basketball, and there's probably a ton of other smaller YouTubers we don't even know about yet that's doing this shit right now as we speak, trying to come up, and it's all inspired by Nick Briz basketball. It's all the damage is already done.
I wanna plug his channel real quick. Alvini actually did a great video not too long. I mean, this is literally like 2 weeks ago, week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Really kind of spelling all this out and putting a little prediction out there for the downfall of it and everything like that. Now, again, I don't think he ever saw, and nobody ever saw, like internal strife, but I will say that's what Chris's whole thing was. That's why Chris came out and did what he did. The reason why that he claims he came out is because they were trying to go to Rucker Park. They were trying to go to Brooklyn. They were trying to go to the Bronx. They were trying to go to Queens. They were trying to go all over, like different
boroughs in New York,
parks in New York, boroughs in New York, different basketball courts in New York, and do the same things. And Chris was saying, you know, I'm from New York, and it doesn't go down like that. And that's kind of something that I was saying a while ago. Is like they strategically pick parks. But now that it's getting bigger and bigger, he's having to go to some of these places. And I will personally say this, from what I do know about New York, Rucker Park is not necessarily one of those places you want to go to, especially if you're an outsider. So that was Chris's whole thing. I want to stop this before it gets to this level where people are really like shooting it up, basically. Like, I don't.
But when we say downfall, what exactly do we mean by that? Because Omar's very first episode on this pod, we were talking about 2 Hype. And how that played out, motherfuckers were talking about, it's over for 2 Hype. And I would agree, compared to what they were like a year ago, their numbers aren't there. But they're still pulling numbers. And people have mostly forgotten about what happened and moved on. So
there's gonna be people that don't even know. Yeah, there's gonna be people that won't even know anything, let alone where there'll be people that subscribe because they're new viewers. And obviously there's people that just once you fall in love with a person, no matter what they do, it's up. There's people out there still blasting like R. Kelly or something. Just keep it 1,000. So
hey man, so, I ain't gonna say I'm one of them R. Kelly motherfuckers, but I ain't gonna hold you. OSN drop a video, I'm watching. I'm sorry. I
don't even know what he did. See,
Tory? Hey Dom, I saw your tweet about Tory today.
Tory, my nigga, I hate it had to be him, man. That's crazy.
Hey, the Tory Lanez thing, Damo. Listen,
what did Tory do, bro? What is happening?
That was about him violating the restraining order, no? Not
We'll get to that in a second, Sage. But Tory's in jail. So, nevertheless,
Tory Lanez is in jail.
Basically,
but she gonna have to do more than just say it. Let me chill.
To the
Tory, my nigga, I hate it had to be him, man.
So to the 2 Hype point though, I think like I don't want to disrespect nobody, but the people that left 2 Hype or had gripes with 2 Hype were not the main characters. If we being honest, we can say that they weren't the main characters. Chris leaving Savage Squad, he is.
Hey, chat, do a poll. Is Dom gonna make it to the end of this pod? Yes or no?
Chat, we do not encourage you guys
but on a serious note, for real though, Chris is like he's one of the 3. Like if there's 5 people, he's at least top 3 in the hierarchy of the Savage Squad. Like we could say Nick because he's the face of it or whatever. And then between him and Carlos, like those are the 2 other main guys. So he's in the top 3. To lose your top 3 That would be like if 2Hype lost.
LSK.
We'll say Jesser is the quote unquote leader. Yeah, that would be like losing an LSK or depending on how you would rank them as like importance of 2Hype. But I would say Cash Nasty's obviously second.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be like losing LSK from 2Hype. So there's like a huge difference between that and like losing Mitchell or Mopey. I couldn't say his name in the beginning because I forgot that nigga name already.
He said the wrong person.
Because I couldn't remember his name.
Crazy.
I couldn't remember his name for nothing.
Mopey.
That's a whole side.
But yeah. So that's what it would be like if you lost your the third guy. There's a difference. I'm not saying that they'll stop making YouTube videos or whatever, and they can try to replace Chris too. This is some damning news. I'd be surprised if like all these people that potentially had things lined up with Nick cancel. I think that they would cancel. But I don't see anybody else just joining this team and replacing
Team Frigga.
It depends. It depends. It depends, honestly. I'm not gonna hold you. Listen. It depends on if Chauncey and Carlos, depends what they do. If Chauncey and Carlos come out and they're like, yeah, man, fuck that nigga Nick, and they go join the hooligans or to go do their own thing, then yeah, it's up for Nick's career. He's done. But if Carlos and Chauncey stay, if they're like, nah, bro, Chris is wild, even if they're lying, they're nah, bro, Chris is wild, Nick is cool, and they decide to stay or Nick pays them off well enough to stay, and the nigga with the beard that no one's talking about for some reason, no one's talking about him. If they all stay and they just replace him,
don't even know his name, Dom. What's his name?
I don't know his
exactly.
See, I'm about to say something. I was about to say something. TOS. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
you
listen,
say something wild, and we'll talk about that later. Because
I will say something wild. But they have a guy named Travis, who again, people that don't watch Nick Briz videos, you won't know. But Travis is a basketball trainer that played with Nick all the time. I don't know. I guess
the dark skin one.
No. He's a white guy. He's a lanky white dude that can shoot. He's not bad. He's actually pretty solid at basketball. I fuck with Travis. But I'm pretty sure if he leaves, he's just going to bring Travis, who's better than Chris. Promise you that's probably what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. If that happens, he's probably going to have – it's going to be a 2Hype situation where, yeah, he's not as big as he was, but he's still pulling more numbers than a lot of niggas.
But I think the thing is, like, it's not even necessarily like if he's better than – Chris at basketball. Chris is like a big personality.
Yeah.
So is Travis going to be that same big personality? Probably.
Travis.
And then if basketball sucks.
Travis's basketball is good, and the personality of Travis was actually one of the better people in the community that watches Nick. Like I go to the comments in Nick's videos. Like if you want to know something about a creator and the people in their community that watch them, look at the comments. Like niggas have been saying for a while, this nigga Nick has been on the rails, been going crazy. He's doing too much. They've been saying that. But the reception Travis gets, he's cool-headed. The nigga can play ball. He's funny. That's all they want.
But I don't think that's still to the level of Chris.
It's not. He's not the personality Chris is, but I'm not going to lie to you. You're not going to need that. Like, Chris by himself, listen, I hope y'all support Chris because I know I'm not. I'm not watching that nigga. That nigga's annoying to me. So I don't know how much longer. Yeah, I don't know how much longer y'all want to sit there and watch a nigga do post looks talking about fuck is you talking about when y'all don't even when half of y'all can't even watch a game from 2007. So I don't understand how y'all gonna watch
talk
this content.
To him.
So it's just weird to me. So yeah, when he falls off and Nick is still pulling good numbers, not as good as he was, but good numbers, it'll all play out. But it depends on Chauncey and Carlos, for sure.
It'll be an interesting thing that goes on there because it's a chance that Chris does well, but simultaneously, what Damo said, as dark as it sounds, is very realistic. Like, it's cool to support Chris and know that he's in the moral righteousness, correct, good, whatever the fuck. But at the same time, it's like, we were here for Nick. For those subscribers, like, you were here for Nick. And so
were they?
How much of that traffic is he really going to get? Is pretty
Yeah, I'm about to say, even when I watch, I was more excited to see like
Briz,
Carlos go crazy than
I don't watch Briz. It could easily be people that sub for the whole squad, and if one's gone, it ain't gonna be the same. It could easily be that.
Nick got D'Angelo. He has a D'Angelo Russell 2K jump shot, but on like 0% speed. Like it's.
Oh yeah, if we're talking about his ability, I think he's not trash, but he's an athlete. He's an athlete. That's what it is. He's just like
my only thing would be is
Decent with that.
What is a Chihuahua without their guard dog?
Jesus Christ.
Oh wow.
Hey, did I cut out?
No.
You haven't been cutting out. You haven't been cutting out.
Okay. But what is it like on a serious tip? And I'm a lot of them on that because if we being real, people know friend dynamics and stuff like that. If you got a friend that talks a lot of smack, they could talk a lot of smack around that one friend. If I got Debo as a friend, I'm gonna talk a lot of smack. Now, when Debo stops hanging around with me, I can't talk that smack no more. You see what I'm saying?
Dude, you don't understand how easy it is to buy a Debo. You don't know how easy it is to find just some big nigga to be aggressive. Because that's how he found Chris. He went to a court. Chris was there talking shit. Chris was being physical. He decided to play with Chris. It is not hard to find.
They still got to be content creators, though, at this point. Now they're getting bigger stages.
For Nick, though, what I'm saying is for Nick's team, all he needs right now, he doesn't need. First of all, anybody that goes on Nick's team is the big man that just bumps niggas and pushes niggas and the one that's fighting. He's going to be one of the favorite personalities by far. It's automatically going to happen with how that community is built. You can put any big guy that is going to be willing to fight for staged or unstaged purposes, be loud and toxic. You can find plenty of that because Chris ain't all that good. Chris is.
Damo want to be a part of Savage Squad.
Yeah, I'm about to say. What is he talking about? Too little.
Hey, listen,
man.
Savage Squad.
You trying to put that in the application, man? I swear to God.
I am uncovered.
Look at this dude.
Listen.
He said $1,200 a month.
3 bands a month. We talking. 3 bands a month. We talking, Nick. I'm hitting you with Garnett screens and everything, man. You getting Ben Wallace treatment. I'm your Ben Wallace. I'm your Ron Artest.
This nigga.
And he can stretch the floar.
You ain't shit either.
Send that to him. I'm not shit. Hell no, I'm not shit.
You ain't shit either. Good.
They have the money green. But all in all, there's some other stuff on here about him being on Aiden stream and stuff like that. But I think their content will suffer, like from a views perspective and from like it just won't hit the same perspective. But all in all, somebody gonna watch it. It's just at this point, what do they do? How far can he go now?
Yeah.
Especially without finding an immediate replacement. And also, how many people won't touch him because of the whole publicity behind it?
He ain't getting no guess for a while. We all know that. Just simple.
With that being said, real quick, Sage, Tory Lanez is in jail. He's a criminal.
Was it about the situation or was it something totally different?
From my understanding, it wasn't from the original case. He had a restraining order, and when he went to Rolling Loud, he violated the restraining order. That's why he's in jail.
And that called back up to him. I remember that.
So I'm not. From my understanding, I don't got the shit.
My nigga was just trying to get a bag and flex with the fans. Ain't pay her no mind. Nigga go to jail.
Did he tweet out some troll stuff about it? Well, we can't see now because I think he deleted all his social media.
He deleted everything because he went to jail. Nigga about to be locked up.
He deleted everything? I was on his Twitter this morning.
No, he deleted it. He deleted
it this afternoon. Nigga, it's gone. It's not there
and I wonder how this works since he's Canadian. And that's another thing too. Whether he went to go get a bag or whatever, some people, I think somebody was saying his tweets were real trolly before or after. But nonetheless, you got a restraining order on you. And also, like, you're an immigrant. You're still an immigrant, bro. Just play it a little safer. You can miss that bag to stay in the U.S.
But he didn't know. First of all, do you know how big the Rolling Loud event is? I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he knew at the time.
I wouldn't.
But still, he had to be 100 yards. What was it? 100 yards? Is that what it was? A football field away from her?
I'm not gonna act like I know.
I think I heard something where it said 100 yards. Check me if I'm wrong, but I think he said 100 yards. It is very possible if you're on one stage, she's on a whole other stage, you're 100 yards away. So I'm just saying, if he went in there with no intentions on fucking with her or knowing when she went up there, if he was just a guest appearance, which I'm pretty sure he was because the baby brought him out. So he was just, obviously niggas knew he was going to the event, but he was a guest. He was not booked to go. So he would not know the scheduling for real if he didn't do the wherewithal to do that. So I'm pretty sure there was no point where he was seeing Meg, gave her a DX suck it, and was just like, yeah.
The scheduling's public though.
The scheduling, but
scheduling, like motherfuckers scheduled their whole trip like months in advance.
Also, I would say it don't matter, bro. Also, I would say if I know that this person's gonna be there that could possibly send me to jail, I don't even want to have the chance of her like going to the snack bar and me running into her. Like, I don't even want that. I'll miss the baby call. Hey, Jonathan, I can't do it, bro. That thing. And if he tried to tell me, oh no, bro, we going on the second day. She'll be on the fifth day. Not even go. Because this is literally why you don't do it.
That's
why
true.
You just take everybody.
But let me ask this a genuine question. Is that kind of fucked though? Like the scenario Omar just set up? Like I'm at Walmart minding my own business. I do have a restraining order, but the person I have a restraining order with just happens to be at that Walmart, and now I'm in jail. Is that kind of fucked up?
I think that's a different situation than what you're what the situation we're referring to. Like you said, Meg was known to be at Rolling Loud. And you purposely put yourself at Rolling Loud.
No, I'm just saying that situation. Is that?
If you're talking about you just drove. Yeah, and you just drove to Kansas City, went to a Walmart, and the person that you have or that has a restraining order against you is at the same Kansas City Walmart, and you end up in jail. First of all, I don't even know if that's how it works.
Yeah, but
I don't even think you get locked up for that.
From what I'm saying in the chat, the baby went after Meg, and they were booked for to be at like literally on the same stage. So yeah, Tori's a fucking idiot. Like I said, I mean,
that's
if that's the case, Tori's a fucking idiot.
That's just dumb. Yeah, if that's true, that's
what I'm saying. It was on some troll shit.
And his lawyers, like they didn't see that. Come on, bro.
Niggas is dumb.
I mean, you can't stop nothing, but that's probably on some troll shit. That's why I think it's troll shit.
And I'm so sorry, but ever since Dom said Tory Lanez just walked up to Megan and said, "Suck it," I just had to.
But essentially, like that's what I'm thinking too.
Like imagine this motherfucker walking across stage because I saw the clip where Megan walked past him. Imagine Tory Lanez.
Hit her with a dead suck it, bro. Like,
there's a clip where she walked past him.
I'm sorry.
That's a clip.
What?
Did that?
There's a clip.
There's a clip
where like Megan just walks past and doesn't say anything. I've been known about that. That's
oh my god! All right.
Oh, it's on video.
Tory's literally like Megan was literally just head down, dead silent. It was either the baby or Tory Lanez. Pardon me if I confused one of them, but it was one of them motherfuckers. And she just walks down there pissed, and everybody's like, "You go, girl. Don't acknowledge him." Da da da. I was like, "Damn." Well,
this nigga can't even say it wasn't him. This nigga was that.
You know what he should have did? You know what he should have did?
The baby. It could have been the baby. Now I'm thinking about it, but I think it was Tory. But it could have been the baby. Either way, it was one of the motherfuckers. And
that nigga should have pulled up.
They was close. So
he should have pulled up with a mask on and did the whole performance of the mask, ran off of the mask. So if anybody actually be like, "Oh, I paid a stunt double."
Marshmallow.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was a stunt double. It was publicity. It wasn't me.
Hey, shout out to
it was a social experiment. Man, fuck out.
It's 254 in the chat. We have 254 subscribers.
We don't, unfortunately.
Oh, you see 271?
PS5, I see 271.
It went down.
So we got 271 people in, but not 270 subs. I don't understand. I don't understand.
It's right there, man.
This is the last show. You know what?
Sub goes 0. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. All right, Omar.
Last show.
Fuck with you.
Last show. Let's make it last forever. I mean,
Potato chip man. Shout out to you, man.
How do you know? How do we know you love us, chat?
Ain't gonna lie. I think the sub goes glitch because it didn't move at all. But shout out to you, man. Yeah, shout out to you.
W scam.
Yeah.
W scam. Oh my god.
W scam.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm about to say topic. Oh my god!
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, rich kid with the 5 gifted, man. Shout out to you. Okay, the sub will move up.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
I don't know why just by 4, but we'll take it.
Thank you. Thank you.
We gotta take a brief pause.
Now we know you care.
The sub goes fixed. The other dude, your sub didn't work. You gotta do it.
Oh my god.
But now we can transition into some more basketball NBA stuff. ESPN will launch it today, or will launch NBA Today, Monday, October 18th, featuring Malika Andrews. Finally, some
get some applause in there.
Yeah, with the applause. So Rachel Nichols' racism will not prevail. Now it's a nasty lineup. Kendrick Perkins is on the show. Vince Carter is on the show. WNBA player. I don't want to ruin her name. I'm gonna kill it, but she's on the show. Zach Lowe is on the show. Woj will be on the show, and Ramona Shelburne will be on the show Monday through Friday at 3 p.m.
That show will never get watched, but
that shit. I don't think anybody ever watched ESPN.
Shout out my queen Malika though. Shout out my queen.
Yeah, shout out to you for having an unwatchable show. I feel it.
Now,
all about a cast, bro. Like Perkins is a trend.
First name I heard was Perkins. I was like, "Yep, I'm not watching that."
Perkins is a trend for the wrong reasons. Like y'all know that Perk show in 2K where he just hating ass nigga on your player. Who would actually watch Perk in 5 minutes? Because I feel like there's more.
Go ahead.
Hey, my dick, bro. Perk me on my dick, bro. I dropped 90. Does MP think he could start in the NBA? Do you think he the next Michael Jordan? You think he the next Stephen Curry? Let me tell you something, MP. You need to wait your turn. Your team drafted you. Your coach drafted you, but you just not good enough. And I'm being so serious. He doesn't even know if he likes basketball. He plays music. He does fashion. Don't be surprised if MP goes to the G League. Be on my dick.
I'm pretty sure once you win like your first MVP or first championship, there's like a cutscene of Perk going like, "Yo, we can't start putting him in the all-time discussions. The other legends put the work in. He's just been in the league for 1 year." Like, yo, what's it? Perk? Shut up. Shut up.
B-So sound like Macho Man Randy Savage. Like.
Perk can go to hell. 2K Perk. I don't hate Perk IRL. His takes are shit, but I don't hate you, dude. But you're.
Hey, has anybody seen the new First Take setup with Stephen A. Smith and Michael Irvin?
No. Is he confirmed to be the replacement?
Michael Irvin is like once a week or something, right? Or is it every day?
Oh, is he? I thought it was every day or something.
I haven't seen the new set now.
I don't know. I thought it was like just Michael Irvin will be there once a week, but even if it's every day, all I can say, man, is. Tess.
Who the fuck?
No,
Michael
football wide receiver.
Oh,
receiver. Cowboys receiver. Yeah.
Even I knew that. Come on, Dom.
Okay, all right.
I would just want to know, like, if Steve, I would want to know if Stephen A. did all this stuff to like get Max Kellerman off the show, and it's just not working with Michael Irving. Like,
man, to be honest, my thing with Stephen A. And knowing what I know about him, I don't know the guy personally, but knowing what I know based off of how he acts on television, Twitter, etc., he likes it to be dialed back a bit. Like you can tell the Max would be the first one to bring up true shooting, right? That shit would make him cringe. Like he likes the barbershop vibe, the yelling, all that stuff. That's him. So I knew him and Max had a peak, and they definitely did hit that peak. Anybody's a liar if they act like Stephen A. and Max weren't killing the game at one point in time. But it's just, I don't know if I'm about to sit there and watch Stephen A. yell at.
Does Stephen A. need help?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have a yin yang effect anymore.
He's the Shaq of the analytic game, man. Shaq never won without a guard. You see what I'm saying? Hey, who's that next guard coming up? D Wade. You know, who's D Wade? Who's D Wade?
I'm not gonna lie. I think he's doing all this running around. And Skip Bayless was really his best teammate.
Yeah, I feel like he missed Skip.
Penny Hardaway, man.
It's not.
Is he the Kyrie of the analytic game?
No, bro. All right.
He's chasing that ring after playing with the GOAT. He gotta lie about every new teammate. Yeah, man, he's the best analyst I've ever analytically watched anything with. He's the best one.
Let me tell you about this guy.
He's the best. This guy's the best I've ever had.
Bro. They can say no, nothing personal against Max, but I had to get him out. Like, that's nothing personal, nigga. That's funny.
Damn near verbatim. I had to get him out of here.
Get him out of there. I mean, he was just a yes man. Didn't really like nothing he was talking about. Nothing personal.
Right.
Fuck that nigga.
Nah.
Him being Kyrie is funny.
Nah, Bezos and Dom. Y'all are toxic to a new level for that. He's one of the GOATs when it comes to that TV shit. You called him Kyrie.
What the hell?
Hey,
he called him Shaq.
He called
hey, man.
2 all-time greats.
Shaq need to adjust to the new game. He's still losing points per game and field goal percentage.
Oh my god!
Relative true shooting percentage is the wave now. You haven't heard? Relative true shooting percentage, man. Catch up.
Shaq
Catch up.
The day I hear Stephen A. Smith say true shooting percentage, I know they won. The day that happens, I know they won. It's over. It's all over.
Shaq never did a hezzy tween, so.
Oh man,
Niggas never did a hezzy tween. I can't stand you. Can we talk about something though? Can we talk about what's really going on that no one has addressed so far? He's just copying Skip. If he gets Michael Irvin on there, he's just copying Skip and getting the all-time great football player that's going to turn into this personality. Now, I don't know what their dynamic is going to be because, Skip and Shannon, they have mastered the over-exaggerated Negro in a suit and tie because I don't know how much they pay Shannon. That's what I'm saying. But I don't think they're going to have Michael Irvin be as dramatic and over top of Shannon Sharp. I don't know how much they pay Shannon, but they giving him a bag to act like that, bro. Like Shannon.
No cap. If I just want entertainment, and I'm being so serious, get Los up there, bro. Get Los up there, bro. Los and Stephen A. What?
Yeah, you got it.
Hey,
shout out Los, bro. I'm being so serious. If I want to be entertained, I want to be Stephen A. and Los up there. I want to see them up there, bro.
I was gonna say Stephen A. and Kenny, man. The new wave is a YouTuber, bro.
The two to three times Michael Irvin has been up there that I've seen, he's literally been sweating before the middle of the show. Like that's how loud and boisterous he'll get. He'll start to sweat. He'll start to sweat, and then they'll come back from commercial. They'll wipe the sweat up, but he'll literally start sweating. So he's gonna master. I think they're gonna overkill it. Actually, I never thought about it until you said it, but I think they'll overkill it because Michael Irvin can't be sweating every fucking day that they talk about sweating.
But Michael Irvin's not gonna show up in a do-rag with
shout out to the
backwoods in his mouth.
With black.
Like he's not. Michael Irvin's not doing that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you can't go more over the top than Shannon Sharp. Like they're giving Shannon a big bag to come on that bitch with Hennessy every morning. Talk about some got some of that good yak right here, Skip. Like nigga, come on. Like
man, they got this man in a goat mask kicking his feet up, talking about some like come on out of here.
Bro, this nigga literally went on live TV and just said, if I was Ben Simmons and I wanted to go out that bad, I would show up in my socks and my jock. He said, that's all I show up in, my socks and my jock. I'm like,
Shannon Sharp?
Shannon Sharp, yes, he said this on live television at like 10 in the morning, at 10 a.m. Like,
did he have Henny?
10 in the morning. Huh?
Did he have Henny?
Henny. I don't know what was on the stage. I just seen the clip. I don't know. He probably had Henny and a backwood with a do-rag on afterwards. Like, who knows what Shannon Sharp is going to do? With a LeBron jersey with nothing under it, just doing this the whole time with a goat mask. With a black and mild in it.
Ain't no funny. Why the goat mask do be happening?
Like, let's talk about this, bro. No one talks about Shannon Sharp. I'm gonna talk about Shannon Sharp.
Go ahead, though. Go ahead. Go.
This nigga Shannon Sharp is setting us back years, showing up in them church Easter suits every morning, coming out there dressed like Steve Harvey, talking about some fucking bad goat shit. Like, come on, drunk that yak last night. Man, come on, man. We came too far to go out like this.
Shannon don't do none of that in his house. He don't smoke black and mild. He don't drink Hennessy, bro. If you ask Shannon Sharp to light that bitch, bro, that's funny.
Bruh, every time he posts on social media from his house, the pack he opened is just open. The bottle he poured is freshly open. He don't do this. It's just like that one picture. What is it? Somebody was like, why every time LeBron got a book, he on the first page? It's that type of shit, man. It's that type of shit, bro. It's that type of shit. It's that type of shit we got going on, bro.
Bro.
I remember when LeBron was reading, what's it called, the autobiography of Malcolm X, and they caught him on the ABC playoff thing, and he was dead ass like, I was looking like, man, I'm getting frustrated at page 1, LeBron. There's no
just say the author. This
Yeah, I'm
book
gonna
was
say
written
that's not
by.
even the actual page 1. That's the title page.
It said Penguin Books, and LeBron talking about some.
That shit real deep, man. Hey,
Bro.
LeBron is low key cringe. You gotta talk about that, bro. This motherfucker LeBron, every time he tries to rap a song on IG, he can never get the lyrics.
Yes.
Bro, that nigga just got caught literally reading the lyrics under his phone, talking about some reading the shits. Like, bro, like you celebrities need to fucking stop, all right? Like, it is not 1982 no more. All right, y'all can't just lie about what goes on for real, for real. Y'all are not gods. Y'all are not. Y'all are regular people. Act like regular people. These facades are killing me.
This nigga LeBron be offbeat, singing the wrong song, not even synced up with the instrumental.
I don't know. Hey, I don't know if y'all remember, but did y'all see when LeBron created the deluxe album with 2 Chainz?
Oh yeah,
He was like, he was sitting in the studio with 2 Chainz. He was like, yo, I think on Friday you should drop the album, and then like next Friday or so, drop 3 more songs. Give him something extra. Nobody's ever done that. And niggas was like, that's a deluxe album, LeBron. Everyone's done that. What are you talking about, nigga? Are you serious?
Y'all seen his new picture this week? Bron looks so old, bro. Like I've never.
That nigga's old. Yeah, he's old.
Sometimes I be looking at LeBron pics nowadays. I'm like, that's LeBron. I thought that's a nigga acting like LeBron.
Yeah, nah, bro. LeBron is around that time. It's getting up there now.
Can
you believe we're about to be at a point in time where there's going to be no LeBron James in the NBA?
Shit.
Well, Lucas, I'm not tripping.
He said, "Lucas, stop it! Stop trolling right now. Like this is not a
Not
troll.
that ass,
He was having a serious moment.
It's gonna be tough.
Serious moment. All right.
Oh my bad, dog. Shit, my bad.
Chat, how many of y'all are gonna cry when LeBron go? When
these niggas ain't gonna have it.
When LeBron gets his speech, I'm done. The king is finally washed, or whatever she say. How many
say that?
If Kobe said "Mamba out," nigga, he might say something.
He gonna say something about
the king. Say the king is finally washed. I'm out.
I've been thinking that.
Motherfucker going to the seafoam for hey.
On my head,
the king's finally washed. This is my last year.
Let's keep it a step. LeBron gonna definitely say some shit like, "I'm not the chosen one no more. They chose another one." And like, don't do this. LeBron's a corny nigga, bro. No doubt.
Oh, man, my head hurts, bro.
Let's stop.
Right there. You.
See that kid right there? The other kid right there? That's gonna be the next generation. Man, shut the fuck
up. Man, stop it. All right.
Someone in the chat said fraud out. I'm dead.
Yo, chat, stop. Matter of fact, chat, give me the best LeBron one-liner. Give me the best LeBron one-liner. Chat.
What is LeBron gonna say in his last season, man? We're gonna read the best ones.
Come on, chat. We're gonna read the best ones.
Niggas will literally hate on LeBron for a whole year after he's removed from the league too. Like Skip Bayless might retire as well. He might say Skip Bayless out.
Skip retire with LeBron retired. That's perfect. No,
NBA Twitter is literally going to talk about LeBron for a whole year after.
Oh yeah, of course.
And then move on to like Kevin Durant or something like that.
If Kobe was getting slandered the way he was from like 2014 to 2016, I don't want to see what it's going to be like for LeBron in his last 2 years in the league. When he's not in this prime anymore. Yeah.
Man, they about to say LeBron was worse than prime Kawhi. I'm being dead ass. They gonna pull some shit like that. They be like, when was LeBron ever the defender Kawhi was? He was never the shooter. I
can almost guarantee this. Motherfuckers are gonna go back to the 2020 season and say that Giannis has been better since. Like even though during that time, everyone's saying LeBron was better. They're gonna look at the advanced analytics. They're gonna look at the record, both sides of the court, all of that, and they're gonna go back and say Giannis is better.
Oh man, they gonna say
let's not
that good. Go ahead, Dom.
I'm about to say let's not act like this nigga LeBron ain't going out like Kobe, nigga. LeBron getting a farewell tour, all right. And if it's one thing we learned, if you are great and you get a farewell tour, you get a good little excuse for most of the shit that goes on. Wade's had one. Dirk didn't really have like that. Like when he stopped in certain places, they, round of applause. But he came in 30 seconds. He didn't get the whole season. Kobe had a real good farewell tour. Tim Duncan didn't go out with a farewell tour. He just decided, yeah, nigga, sneaky retirement because I'm Tim Duncan. Then grow some dreads. But I'm pretty sure LeBron, his last year, he's going out with a retirement tour. So
no. The last year, I'm not even arguing with you because Kobe had the same thing. Last year, oh shit, it's Kobe's last year. Let's give him his respects. I'm talking about from 2014, after he got injured, to the end of the 2015 season when he kept getting all those injuries, and motherfuckers just started revising like what they thought of Kobe's whole career. To the point where I remember 2013, it was like a consensus, Kobe's top 5. And now, right now we're talking about, hey, is Kobe even top 10? So
11. Dog. Oh man, I'm not even gonna do that shit. I mean,
RP Kobe, man, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
It's either gonna be B-Soul's way or at latest day one after retirement, because it gotta be the cool down kids. All right, I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but
let's stop gassing them. Come on, guys.
LeBron now.
Recency bias.
Stop talking about Eli like that, Sage. That was a bad Eli impression. Come on, bro.
Right?
That was a bad Eli impression.
Oh, Eli. I'm not talking about Eli.
Hey, look. Let's get into some real bad.
294. Oh my goodness. Hey.
Do I hear 300?
Golly.
We're the content kings, bro.
No features?
And the
J. Cole?
The crazy thing is,
we don't have
294 subs.
This ain't a topic, so one hitter quitter. He said the name pipe down better. All I'm gonna say. We know
oh my gosh. Anyway, I don't understand why we don't have 294 subs. We can address that in the next. Matter of fact, we don't even got to address.
All right, that's gonna do it for us. Keep it up.
Well,
honestly, we don't need to get. I was gonna leave with you too. Fuck. I was gonna leave with you. Fuck.
Oh, you?
I was gonna leave. I was gonna leave too.
Let's go. We still on 10 days. We ain't never got the real.
Oh yeah, let's leave. Let's all leave.
How be so?
All right, I'm going.
Everybody left me. It was just me.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. That's what I'm saying.
You know what's crazy? I thought that shit wouldn't work for a second. Why chat go? No way. What the fuck? Hey, no, I got a couple of them niggas.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start doing that every stream. But anyway, let's talk about some of the worst franchises in the league.
Started saying W pod.
I don't know if y'all have heard the news about Fat Zion, but let's start with the New Orleans Pelicans and Fat Zion. So I feel like I sound so hardcore, like the Skip Baylesses of the world, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go. Christian Clark, a New Orleans Pelicans beat writer, reports on how shitty David Griffin's tenure has been with the organization. Let's do a little quick recap. David Griffin has fired 2 head coaches and has not built a relationship with Zion, and that's where this is coming from. They don't speak at all. They don't speak. Zion showed up fat from day one. This is from Christian Clark of Summer League after we drafted him, and turned on the organization with how cautious they were over his knee injury. Showed up even fatter to the bubble, and we hit another injury at the request of his family. Now the guy who's been fat for his entire NBA career won't show up to any team's off-season workouts together. Ghosted B.I. and Vincent in Phoenix, was in Vegas for Summer League, but didn't meet with his teammates and has no relationship with the front office. I've said it before, but it's almost impossible for the past 2 years to have gone any worse. A franchise player who's been fat or injured for his entire time here, his psycho parents, and somehow less leadership ability than Anthony Davis. At least AD showed up to team workouts. That's from Christian Clark.
Before we go, shout out to the 10 gifted. Shout out to the 10 gifted. The goal has been reached. Let's go. There we go. Another episode.
That's all I like to see. Shoot the gunshots.
Hey, let's go.
Hey. Sorry, there you go.
But how do you feel about and I'm being so serious when I say this. The way that the past few years has been going in New Orleans, they might be the worst franchise in the league. Like they are really trying to push at like Minnesota.
In terms of front office?
Yeah, I'm about to say Minnesota's
from a front office standpoint. Honestly,
it's the debate. You know, it's insane.
Just get in there, B-Souls.
Because man, we're talking about the same front office that it took what was it? I think it was another GM that got fired or something. They didn't even want to deal Anthony Davis when it was by far the best deal that they had on the table. They were talking about going to the Spurs and the Spurs was out there offering Jakopoto and shit. Like they was doing whatever the fuck. So I know how that franchise get down. The Zion thing was obvious since day one. When's the last time you see Zion just laughing, having fun? No, I don't see it. That motherfucker Zion is just out there running.
He used to be lighthearted and Duke. Like
exactly. Zion is Zion is a jolly green giant. Like that nigga's just a happy bastard everywhere. And he just go. Now he looks like a social worker. It's just sad. It's just sad. I didn't mean to say that. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, come on now.
That's wild because
look at these content creators, chat, man. Hey,
yeah, look at these spoiled ass content creators. Chat, I'm broke. Bro. That I'm broke. Don't pull that card on me.
Yeah, that's why you're not tipping as Door Dashers, man.
Yeah. Hey, whoa. It's a new audience. It's a new audience, my brother. You did not need to bring that up.
No.
I done said that, and now you bringing out tips on that. Damn, bro.
Listen.
The ending of the last part was hilarious. I watched it like 5 times.
I'm about to say, I watched this shit like 10 times in work today. I don't care what nobody say. Rusty being that mad. Rusty being that mad. Because niggas say Tip was the most hilarious thing I ever seen.
Literally on the ground by the end of the stream.
We end the pod, start a team up stream. Rusty's still mad. Like he was actually mad. Like that wasn't content shit. He was genuinely mad about that joke.
He said, whatever, it is what it is.
I was like, Rusty, we still cool? He was like, yeah, fuck you, dude. I said, what? And then next day, I played with Rusty on a pro-am. He's like, yeah, and I tipped my dasher an extra 10% today because fuck Sage, man. Like
an extra 10%.
An extra 10% to whatever tip you had is like literally 20 cents. Like, come on, Rusty.
We're not tipping just dollar amounts, Mister. I got enough money to just.
You might have said $10. I don't want Miss go to me. He said extra
20. Then. Like, what are we doing this percent?
It's okay. Rusty tipped for you next time, so I'm about to order.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Tomorrow,
that 10% is more than he got for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nigga got to go to my door and ring the doorbell with his foot.
Go on about Zion. Go on about Zion.
That motherfucker. Oh shit. Oh yeah, Mr. Gumbo. Yeah, he's not a happy guy no more. He just said fuck. Somebody else go, bro.
I don't know what's worse because the Magic are a franchise where I feel like they draft pretty bad, so they don't have a lot of talent to work with. I don't know what's worse, either that or the Pelicans, where they honestly, given the odds, they lucked into Zion. They didn't have a top 5 odds going into that lottery. They got Lonzo, mismanaged that. They got Brandon Ingram, who actually won Most Improved, and still haven't really developed into anything great.
It looked like he peaked, which is weird. Like now it looked like Brandon Ingram isn't getting better anymore.
They have 2 25-point-per-game scorers under 24, and they ain't doing shit. Like it seems like their future isn't even bright. Like that shouldn't be the case.
Had them making a plan, which is sad. We think Zion's better than Ja, and we are expecting Ja to make the plan.
And the bubble as well, bro. I don't know if everyone forgot. There was a lot of talk about how, the Pelicans aren't in the 10th seed, but they have the easiest record in the bubble. So they should be the favorites. And they didn't make it. They didn't make it. So
what I'll say behind what B-Souls and Sage are saying too, we also have to remember, different than the Magic, I mean, they also had Anthony Davis.
That too.
And fumbled the Anthony Davis bag. Probably the best move was I guess you could say the acquisition of like a Drew Holiday, but probably the best move was getting DeMarcus Cousins. But they fumbled the Anthony Davis bag, generational talent. There's no way that an organization has two chances at a generational talent in a less than 10-year span, and you're fumbling both of them.
To be fair, with the AD
hard.
situation, there was a lot of injuries involved with that. Like Eric Gordon, they got Eric Gordon injured off the bat. Drew Holiday, a lot of injuries. The 1 year he was healthy, they fucking swept Portland the first round, and AD was a monster. But
I will say I understand that still you still fumbled it to the point where he has to become vocal towards the end of it. I understand, transitioning from him, but him being vocal towards the end of it about the organization as a whole is just not a good look for the organization.
Oh, chat's saying Chris Paul as well.
Chris Paul. Too far?
Yeah, I didn't want to reach back. I didn't want to reach back that far, but Damo, you're muted.
No, you muted like shit.
I didn't want to reach back too far for Chris Paul. What were you saying?
You embarrassing.
I didn't want to reach back too far about Chris Paul.
Not only were you muted, you were muted like shit.
Yeah, the whole joint. It wasn't in your mic. Shit.
Yeah. No. I was muted on Discord. I'm glad I was muted. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
But yeah, so they've been fumbling it for like a long time, like just very, very long. Even if people say Minnesota, but I don't even want to say like Minnesota had Kevin Garnett. They definitely fumbled Kevin Garnett. But the stretch between like Kevin Garnett and then Kevin Love is like, one, it's far, even to what they have today is far. And then two, I wouldn't say like Kevin Love was a generational talent. I wouldn't say that about Karl Anthony Towns or, Ant Edwards is shutting out pretty okay, but still, Anthony Davis, generational talent, you fucked that up. Zion Williams, generational talent, you fucked that up. Now, I said this in Spaces, I'm not absolving Zion. Zion, stay skinny, my nigga. I don't know what the fuck you doing. Who decides to come to camp fat? Like, that shit's out of pocket. That's out of pocket to me.
Hey, smooth.
Is that a casual take? Is that casual?
No, because even when we talk about like how Shaq would adjust to this game, like the idea that Shaq would just stay in shape because of all these advancements. No, like Zion is in this era. He grew up in this era, like in that hypothetical, and he's still coming into training camp out of shape. So if your mentality is like that, your mentality is just like that. So.
And it sucks because they don't go to the organization that will like work their mind in the right way. I'm not saying you go to organization to get hypnotized or anything, but it's sad that we're not going to get the best Zion in New Orleans, even if they turn this shit around. We're still not going to get the best Zion because he came into the league not exactly thinking he was the shit like how I think a guy like Ben Simmons did, but they didn't give him the right work ethic. They didn't develop him the right way. And it's about to be his third season, and it's going to be a couple more seasons because he doesn't have any leverage.
I'm telling you right now, bro, if Zion was in shape from his rookie year, bro, I'm talking about different dude. And in my opinion, arguably, he has the potential to be like the best center in the league in his peak. Like his play style. Centers? Yeah, his play style, I feel like he's going to be best utilized as a 5. And even then, we can talk about his height. But bro is like, what, 270 with that strength and that vertical? He's still going to get 10 rebounds. And he's fast as fuck. If he can just get a consistent 3, like shoot 37, 36% from 3, I'm talking about like 27, 10, and 6. Like those.
If he was a center, the only issue with that, but this is like real nitpicky. Only issue with him being a center to me is giving him that responsibility. I feel like his prime's going to be insanely short if he was a center. But either way, point is Zion could be way better than he is, and this is a dude who is like one of the more efficient scorers in basketball already.
As it is, out of shape. Yeah.
So like I said, I was just nitpicking with the center thing. He imagine a better, faster version of Zion Williamson. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Maybe a better handle, and his handle's nice. Could even be better.
I'm talking about the next guy that's gonna push that game forward to that next evolution. He could be that guy if he's in shape. But
I think the thing that's really fucked up though, and I might be reaching it. Zion does not have a lot of flexibility or say so in what happens to him in the next couple of years. Have we seen the best Zion that we ever like last season or the season before? Have we seen the best Zion will ever be?
I can't.
Because he's not going to get this. The situation in New Orleans, he's not going to get happier. Which means there's a possibility that he's just going to keep showing up fatter and being more distant from the organization and the teammates even at this point. If he decides to sit out of basketball too, that's definitely not a good sign. If he says, you know what, bro, I'm not going to show up for the season. I'll just sit out. New Orleans has no incentive at that point to get off of him. And from their ownership, like from past history, they're not going to get off of him as well. So that means they'll have to wait until contract is up completely. They both part ways for him to get onto another team that's willing to, work with him. And then he would have to get in shape and get into the groove of basketball. I always talk about extremes. So this is a very extreme, but it's possible that we've seen the best Zion.
That's obviously an extreme because even at the end of the day, them 5-7 years, he gonna get a different team and wherever the fuck he want to go at that point. But I mean, it's the fact that you can say that is an extreme is still crazy. Like that's the whole premise here. Yeah. But now, obviously, I don't think he's gonna peak there. But I said free Zion. I say it again, man. I don't trust the organization. That's why I say free Zion. It's not that they can't turn around. It's that I don't think they will. Like Brandon Ingram, I'm really happy Bezos brought up Brandon Ingram. He just won the Most Improved Player award 2 years ago now. The dude looked like he peaked, and it's like he could be better. He still hasn't found a cheeseburger yet. Like he hasn't even developed his full NBA body yet. Let alone could he just develop his skills. But in New Orleans, he's looked like the same guy back-to-back seasons now.
Which is honestly not even a bad, because he put up similar numbers.
And it's not a bad player.
Yeah,
obviously. Yeah, when I'm saying these things about Zion and B.I., they're not bad players. But that adds on to the point that these are two really, really, really good players that nobody is expecting to make the playoffs if there wasn't a play-in method. And honestly, we're still not expecting them to make the playoffs. So
there were two really, really good players that aren't even being utilized to their best abilities because of limitations. One player because of his weight. Zion, the red flag with Zion to me has always been the fact that he showed up to the NBA overweight. I don't know how long I've been saying it on pods, but nigga, I've been saying it forever, like to people. Zion being overweight from day one was always a red flag. Zion being 270, 265, I heard people saying that before. I don't think that's a good way for him. I think he should be 280. 275, 280. He's good. If he's at the way he was at Duke,
that would have been killing the game.
He'd have been fine. And that's what you were expecting, but he got out of shape immediately. Like there was no Shaq process with this. He immediately got overweight as soon as he left college. Always been a red flag. BI is just the system that he's in and the fact that New Orleans is New Orleans. I don't know what to expect from BI playing in a New Orleans system because what has the New Orleans system been? Hasn't been anything. We expect these things because of players like the potential players have, but in terms of what that offense has been, the coach they had who was a fucking retard, that dumpster fire wasn't going to work. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Putting Steven Adams in the paint, playing with Zion Williamson was never going to work.
So next to
to
the same year,
Lonzo just kicking it in the corner.
Like I don't.
And mind you, to that though, I don't even know. I can't even necessarily say whose fault that was. Like, are we blaming Jeff Van Gundy? I'm not, or Stan Van Gundy. I'm not gonna say he's like a perfect coach. I don't understand why they hired him, but also like, damn, now you brought me Eric Bledsoe and Steven Adams or whoever. Like, it's like, damn, all right, what am I really gonna do?
But what's crazy is he's the same guy that coached Dwight in Orlando in 2009.
And put a good system around him. But still, he still had the wherewithal to put the proper type of players. He had a Rashard Lewis, Hito, Aaron Aflalo.
Yeah, that spacing was ahead of its time. I don't know why he can't see the problem with the personnel that he had. And maybe we're being a little too harsh on him because, again, like Omar said, if you get Steven Adams on your team, if you get Eric Bledsoe, they are going to be expected to have a lot of minutes, so you might as well start them. And there might be politics involved, like how does that look benching Steven Adams? But
specifically money-wise, because I think Steven Adams makes a lot of money.
He's making the most money on the team.
They got Jonas now, though. So let's see what they do.
The only thing that I can say is we have seen players turn it around from. Well, I don't even say turn it around. Charles Barkley did something similar, and Shaq, as we know, had weight problems as well. But also, a lot of people argue that their careers did suffer and struggle because of the weight. So, all in all, I know the situation isn't perfect in New Orleans, but Zion, come play, bro. Be in shape. It's gonna bite you in the butt later on because that's too much weight to be carrying around and moving at the fast paces that you do. You think if Kyrie's over here saucing Zion up and 300 pounds is going, 300 plus pounds is going this way and then this way real fast, that your joints are gonna be like, whoa, what you think you're doing?
And then you're gonna go on the other end and jump 40 inches off the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, hell nah. Hell nah.
His ability and that second jump that he has, bro. That shit is disgustingly fast.
He bounces. He doesn't land. This motherfucker literally bounces off the ground.
Yeah,
I've seen him jump twice in the time it took like Marc Gasol to jump once before. Like that shit was insane.
It's not.
The nigga literally jumped up,
missed,
landed, jumped up, dunked it. This nigga Mark was still jumping up trying to block the fucking layup.
I was gonna say it's impressive.
Doing it at that weight, your prime is
that's the dangerous part.
Very short.
Them bones and joints, they gonna eventually one day they're gonna say, you ain't like we've been here this whole time. What you been doing? To go from one disgruntled star to another disgruntled star, Ben Simmons he's come out, he's finally just speaking and he's saying like I'm not reporting to anything. Ben Simmons won't report for the opening of training camp next week and intends to never play another game for the franchise. Simmons hasn't spoken to the team since late August meeting when he communicated this message to Sixers officials. So now it's out there. It's out in the open. We threw it in the trade machine last time, but Ben is just saying, I just won't come back. And I think people said if I'm not mistaken, I want to find the Doc Rivers quote, but Doc Rivers had a little meeting and he said some bullshit about Ben Simmons can now be the starting point guard on a championship team.
I could be mistaken today, wasn't he?
Yeah, something like that. But how do we feel about Ben Simmons just putting it on the table now?
It's pretty fucking stupid. I'm gonna let y'all go first. I mean, I'm gonna let y'all carry it, but it's so fucking stupid. He has no leverage. Like, I've made 2 Ben Simmons videos. I'm not doing a third. I'm chilling on the boy. I'm not trying to look like a hater.
You sure?
But it's so dumb. He has no leverage. Like, you know what happens if they don't get a good offer for him and he doesn't play? He gets fined. They're gonna fine his ass for 4 years. Like, you're signed until 2024, bro. I don't know what leverage he's trying to do. My nigga, you're under a contract. So it's like, y'all got it, bro. This is so fucking dumb to me. He can want out 100%. I'm not, for those who are like simpleton and trying to spin everything, he can want out. He can make it public he wants out. But the way he's handling this situation as if he's going to be on some Harden shit and force his way out, they don't have to do anything. They really don't. So it's so fucking stupid.
Real quick, Dom, if you can lower your volume a little bit, I think you're echoing.
Oh yeah, I hear myself.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my fault.
But regarding to the Ben Simmons situation, I wanted to ask y'all this because we just talked about how free Zion, you know what I'm saying? Talent, wasting his years on an organization that can't provide him with help. And Ben Simmons, the Sixers have done a decent amount of job of giving them help. But what do y'all feel about players just straight up quitting to get out of the situation they're in? Because to an extent, I don't know if Omar said it, but I think the Zion situation is a situation where he's like eating and gaining weight to spite the organization. Ben Simmons isn't playing or doesn't want to go to training camp, isn't communicating to spite the organization so he can get leverage and his way. Is that a problem? Or is that, players need, their freedom, their mobility to control their career?
So what I will say real quick, I think, damn, it sounds like we're on the same page. What I will say real quick is, one, like Sage said, you signed a contract. Didn't nobody make you sign a contract for that extent? That's on you. That's one. 2, I think this is going to be something that comes up in the next CBA, because we know that there's always a constant battle between players and owners to just, make it make sense. But as we've seen, and this is honestly a product of LeBron James, players are now in the owner's eyes, and it's nasty that we even call them owners. I have different stances on that, but in the owner's eyes, they will see it as you guys have too much control to the point that you can decide to eat your way out of this contract or this team, or you can just decide that you won't show up after committing to us for X amount of time. And you're leaving us empty-handed. I know Sage is saying that he doesn't have any, but he's honestly leaving the Sixers with a very short end of a stick. They put a lot into Ben Simmons.
Of course.
They put a lot into Ben Simmons. And for him to just say, what, a year one out of a 4-year deal, 5-year deal or whatever, that, hey, I don't want to show up again, send me to another team and I can do what I do. And it would be really messed up if he goes to a different team, just any team. If he goes to like the Spurs or something like that, and the Spurs revamp based around Ben Simmons. And I know that's lofty, but again, if something like that does happen, the Sixers would have gotten the short end of the stick. I think this is going to come up in the next CBA. Something contractually is going to have to be put into these players' contracts. I don't know what it'll be, but different clauses or something.
Yeah. It's always with that. It was always like a moral compass with it, right? So it's like a guy like LeBron rotting in Cleveland, or even if we want to talk Zion, how we just did 20 minutes ago, that's always one thing. But the reason why the world has this Ben Simmons suck in England, I never said he necessarily sucks, but it's just like, dude, what are you talking about? It's because like in Ben's situation, you literally just signed an extension. Like you just signed it. And on that, using from a basketball perspective, you're the reason that you're like on the block. Like it's not anything they did. They're not mismanaging you. They're not wasting your talent. You're given spotlight and you're just simply underperforming. So now that you're underperforming and you don't like the fan base that you play for, because had you performed, you'd be a hero. But because you aren't performing, they're on your dome. That's just how Philly get down. So now it's like, all right, everybody doesn't like
He could argue that they didn't set him up, though. I bet you, and I bet you Ben Simmons could.
Go ahead.
He could and would say something about like Joel Embiid and me were never a perfect fit. And he could say I was never put in that situation.
Get your mid range up. Joel Embiid changed his game.
That's what I'm saying. Joel Embiid added a 3-ball.
I want to say when Joel Embiid came to the league, he wasn't even like this stretch big that he is right now. Like he changed his game.
And listen, I understand everything y'all are saying, but if I'm Ben Simmons and I want to flip this story, I would say, look, I came in my rookie year. I didn't have to worry about no big man being in the paint, fucking everything up. And I was going to be the star of this team. I was supposed to be the next LeBron James, Magic Johnson. And then we started doing this post shit more. And I understand he changed his game a little bit, but we can clearly see what I am without him on the court. And we can see what I am with him on the court. They ain't never set me up for success for real.
And even with that, they've had a playoff run where Joel Embiid was out. They given him arguably the best starting five in basketball twice. They given him JJ Redick, one of the better shooters in the league. They spot him around nothing about 3-and-D. If I'm Philly, and that's why I said that, because I saw you said it, and I saw someone in chat say it as well. It's not that Ben hasn't applied any pressure. When a star talent wants to leave, that's a problem. No shit. But leverage is the word I'm using, because they really do not have to do anything, and they really just wanted to say, I'm not accepting Ben Simmons for DeJounte Murray. I'm not accepting Ben Simmons for Derek White if we're going to stay on the Spurs. Like, if they just were like, I'm not accepting this bullshit ass trade, get your ass on the court. And Ben was like, no. All right, you're paying the fine. All right, every time you're paying the fine until we get a deal that we would like. So it's weird with back to your point about the contractual thing. I see it happening and it's going to be sad. But I kind of saw it coming at some point when the players got too much power. It's going to be a player, because it's you, so you're never going to think you're wrong. And yeah, man, it's coming to a point where it's like you can't even root for Ben wanting out, essentially, outside of just originally wanting to be a fan. Because even if you're just looking at it from a third point perspective, he's kind of fucked up and like he's kind of fucking everything up right now. Like, dude, you refuse to change your game. You came in with attitude. You still appear to have attitude. You underperformed. You're hoeing your franchise. Everybody tried to work with you, and now you're just like you want to leave. So
Philly's gonna get a bag of chips. I'm being so serious.
Yeah, and Philly ain't gonna get shit for
and
him.
It's not gonna be family size. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be the ones you get with the Subway sandwiches.
You get a bag of Lay's with just air in it.
It's hard to root for him. No cap.
Which is a
I
bag of
wish Ben
place.
the best wherever he go. Like I said, why would I hate Ben Simmons? I wish the best for wherever he go. I pray to God he goes somewhere where they have no shot of making the playoffs. They're gonna focus on him and change his mind because it's in his head. He has the physique. No shit, he has the physique. But I pray he goes somewhere, starts adding new elements to his game. But if he thinks that he's just the Braun without a jumper or the next Magic and his play style right now is perfect and it's just a matter of the pieces around him and people believing in him on some like barbershop NBA fan shit, yeah, he's out of his mind. I can't root for him at all. Dad.
I'm not even asking him to be like even a 35% shooter from 3 at this point.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
30. Fuck that. 30.
30.
I'm being dead ass.
Yeah.
30.
Shoot the ball.
Just shoot a midi. Shoot a midi consistently.
Work on the free throws.
Man.
Ben Simmons can go out there and take 3 3-pointers a game and average a 20% like efficiency.
And I'd literally be happy about it.
Shooting them hoes. Like that's the problem. He ain't even shooting. That's what he needs to do. You start shooting that bitch, I won't say nothing because your game be fine at that point. Niggas won't be able to just sit at the damn free throw line when you walk up the court like this is 1952. Like that, niggas don't gotta do that no more. So I personally think Ben Simmons should go to a bridge team. So a team that's not there yet, but is one good player from being on that path, and that would be him because he's going to turn into the player he needs to be.
So he should be a number one.
He should be at the most 1B. 1B at the most. If you're trying to win a championship with Ben Simmons, for him he has to be 1B. And I'm talking about total player. That doesn't necessarily mean he needs to be the second option on offense, but he just needs to be the 1B one of the top guys on your team by a mile. He needs to be that.
Yeah, because I see chat saying some teams, Portland and Minnesota. I don't think that's going to cut it because who's going to look at Ben? Well, maybe Cat. Maybe if you want to argue Ben's closer to Cat, cool. But nobody's going to look at Dame and Ben and be like, all right.
But they saw that
that's 1 and 2, like type shit.
There was rumors it was CJ and somebody else. I can't think of it. It was CJ and somebody else for Ben Simmons or whatever. And to be honest with you, that's fine and dandy. But I don't even think that. I think Ben wants to be by himself to do his own thing, and if that means being in, I know we always say that. Hey, ship him to Orlando, right, Damo? Ship him to fuck.
Nah, man, I got something even better, bro. I got something even better, bro. And just bear with me.
Please don't.
I'll say Boston.
Send him to Brooklyn, bro. Listen, Kyrie off the Nets, traded for Ben Simmons.
Oh yeah,
we gotta talk about those Kyrie rumors that came out.
Listen, Kyrie getting traded from the Nets because he wants out for Ben Simmons. Kyrie gets to play with Embiid. Ben Simmons is now going to be the best defender on a team with nothing but shooters and offensive talent. He's a big size. So
I heard they wanted to do that. Kyrie for Ben.
Listen,
that was Stephen A. That was Stephen A. And I'll never believe anything that Stephen A. has to say about.
But Stephen A.'s from Philly for like 10 years.
That Kevin Durant is involved in. I never want.
I did the insider for 10 years.
Yeah, I'm about to say he was there when Allen Iverson was there. Whooping it up. I'm fucking.
Listen, man.
10 years studying Allen Iverson.
I'm about to say, all I'm saying, I seen that shit on Twitter earlier. I thought it was funny, so I retweeted it. But niggas is really shit. I seen a lot of people shitting on the fact, why would Ben Simmons go to the Nets? How would that work? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. That would work. That fits perfectly.
He'd have to play
that fits perfectly.
He'd have to play.
Yeah,
and what's the problem with that? He's 6'11".
I don't see a problem with that, but I don't know why motherfuckers are hesitant with putting Ben at the 5. Put Ben at the 5.
I've always said that. I've said that. I said him going to the Warriors. He could play the 5. Go to the Warriors, play the 5. Niggas was like, oh my God, how would him and Draymond work together? I'm like, the fuck are you talking? They had JaVale McGee at the 5. What are we talking about right now? He had Zaza at the 5. What are we?
And the reason why I don't want him to go to Brooklyn, though, and I think we all agree on this somewhat, I think that takes away why we think Brooklyn can go all the way. That the sheer star power and ability of, they would be more well-rounded with Ben, but not being able to guard Kyrie, KD, and James Harden is the whole reason we're like, yeah, these motherfuckers should go to the
Listen, I thought they could have already won with just Kyrie and KD.
And that's fair enough. A lot of people think they can do it with just 2, and Ben can make it work out. Hey, I could be down playing Ben here. Ben get at the 5, tease the fuck up, but I still think he need to add something to his game. There ain't no way Ben about to just be in that motherfucker playmaking, like being their primary playmaker, and teams are gonna allow Ben to just rim, run, and dot. That's not gonna cut it. And Ben's not even that.
I think he could on a team with James Harden and KD.
Yeah, I'm about to say on a team with James Harden, Joe Harris, and KD out there.
Dead ass. I don't want the ball out of James Harden's hands. So Ben, you better set yourself some screens. I want James Harden my point guard. Personally.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not running him at the 1 if he's in Brooklyn. He's gonna play that Draymond role.
Yeah, I don't think he'll do that.
He's gonna play that Draymond role.
I'm saying possibility. I don't think he'll do that. I don't think Ben Simmons is about to set of screens and catch lobs. I think Ben wants to play make and be the guy that comes down the court.
But he can do that though.
I know he can. I'm saying I don't think he will.
I'm saying on that team. I mean, if we looked at it, James Harden was the guy that deferred and played the more playmaking role, distributing, doing stuff like that for Kyrie and KD. It is very possible for Ben Simmons to just be that guy in the offense, still have James Harden be your primary ball handler, but if you're going to run set plays, it goes to Ben Simmons, let James run off some screens, KD run off screens, or set up so they can ISO wherever they want to. It works perfectly fine, especially if he attempts to shoot. There's no way you don't attempt to shoot playing with those guys.
But no, that's fair. But what takes away from Ben's playmaking to me is the fact he won't shoot. It's one thing to be a playmaker and you're not the best shooter on some Rubio shit. But when you won't shoot, I think that takes away a dimension from your playmaking that teams like the Bucks, because they're the team that we're all thinking of, they be like, shoot the ball, bro, and they're gonna double KD in the fucking corner or some shit. They're like, bro, what is?
But if Ben Simmons is your 5 and he's not shooting, that's way less damaging than if you got him at the 3.
I'm about to say who's their 5 right now? The way it's constructed, Jared.
Who's Philly's 5?
No, Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan. They're 5 right now.
DJ Laker.
I'm bugging.
Nick Claxton.
So he can't really switch.
Blake Griffin.
They got Aldridge back, so maybe him. Maybe
I don't
they
think he's
run
back there officially, but
he's officially back.
To me,
Aldridge is officially back.
But to me, it's not even about that, because I feel like it's a Philly thing at this point. Like I don't want to say Philly's the reason that's stopping him from shooting, but I feel like a breath of fresh air. Some people that he'll like. There's not so much tension and pressure. He'll start letting that bitch go. You think he'll start shooting?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't think this is a permanent thing. He's an NBA player. I think this is a permanent thing. If he was put in the right environment, people that he fuck with, real deal leadership. Let me ask you this: if he was on the team with LeBron James, what you think he would do with that ball? He would have to shoot that bitch, right?
Agreed. Yeah. There's no way. I agree.
So with that being said, I actually want to do something a little different. Let's start the Q&A segment now. Let's do a little bit longer of a Q&A segment.
We're an hour and a half in. Might as well. Hey, go to the Discord chat. 10. I'm going to put the link in the chat.
And while we wait for the people to come up, I'll just mention this real quick because I know nobody gives a fuck. Minnesota Timberwolves GM Garrison Rosa gets fired today. Apparently because he was having an affair in his office, and he got caught. And Karl Anthony Towns didn't seem too impressed by it. He tweets out WTF. So get the free cat shirts out. That's all I really wanted to say. Get the free cat shirts out.
It's sad. It's sad because that franchise has had so much potential for 10 seasons. Maybe okay, hyperbole. I know how chat get 3-4 seasons now.
He got fired for that.
I'm about to say
there's no way he actually got fired for that.
But somebody walked in. Gupta, somebody named Gupta walked in on him, and it might be ownership or whatever the case may be.
At that level, though, is that fire level?
It had to be the owner's wife.
Yeah,
no way. It had to be the owner's wife. No way.
I'm about to say, if they just caught him having an affair with some random girl that no one really knows about, you don't just go, you're fired. Especially if the dude runs a team. I don't know, man.
That's my daughter. What you mean? This is my daughter. Wasn't nobody's wife.
This was the
put it this way: if you work at McDonald's, you fuck your girl there, you're fired. But if you damn near own McDonald's and the one person above you sees that shit and you're like, get the fuck out. You're gonna be like, wait, what? You dead ass? Like what? Why, bro? Why? I'd say, what the fuck?
Something's fishy.
Why?
Something's fishy.
not right. We don't know everything. There's no way we know everything.
They set him up. They set my man's up.
Had to be the owner's wife or daughter or some shit. I refuse. Had to.
Hey, chat. There's 250 of you guys in there right now, man. Join the Discord. Ask some questions.
I mean, they don't want to join the pod. They don't want to get on the pod. Niggas always talking about, yo, how get on the pod, big dog? Nigga, the Q&A. I tell niggas all the time.
I'm dead ass. I got a Madden league to run at 11, nigga. I was.
Hey, yo, what's the casual debate?
Let's do the casual.
You ain't got a P5. Dom, I would have invited you.
Niggas need to get, bro, chat. Go fund me, nigga. I gotta kill him away. I can't buy a P5.
We couldn't find a Bears user, my nigga. A Justin Fields user. I was like, Dom would be Dom would get Mac and Fields and just laugh at people. Like,
man, Dom, you got that locker room check, man.
Who is this?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Is this Will?
Shut up.
Is this Will Throbbins?
What's good?
Big Will Throbbins?
What's good?
Yo, Will. Big Will Throbbins. What's your question?
Don't call me that.
Robbins! Nah.
Wait.
Nah.
You
did not just call him Will Throbbins, bro.
I thought that's what they called you. I thought that's what they called you.
Nobody called me that, bro.
Yeah, he cut on up. And he got his do-rag off. This is what I'm talking about right here. When niggas take their do-rags off and don't have waves.
What you talking about?
He has waves.
Oh, he got waves.
He ain't swimming. It's like a kiddie pool type shit.
I got work to do.
Yeah, a little bit. But
okay,
it's not
Big Will Throbbins. My bad.
Stop calling me Throbbins, bro. That shit weird.
What's your question? What's your question?
If fully healthy, how good do you think the Minnesota Timberwolves are?
19.
I think they could be a play.
Is that saying much?
It's better than what they normally are. Is that not?
I guess. I mean,
that's a low bar
right here, bro.
We're talking about them.
I got a really hot take for y'all, man. Fully healthy, 9 seed. I'm like, come on, bro.
I wasn't meant to be a hot take. I just want to hear other opinions.
Ah, man, they're competing with the Clippers, in my opinion. They're like,
let me tell you,
without Kawhi,
Clippers.
Let me tell you the teams. Let me tell you the teams that are definitely better than them. Let me tell you the teams that are definitely better than them. Denver,
of course.
Portland,
of course.
Utah, Golden State, LA, both LA teams. So that's 7 or 6. I mean, Phoenix,
Phoenix for sure.
Phoenix, Dallas, Memphis.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Memphis better than fucking Minnesota.
Okay. Hey.
Hold on, no, that's what I'm at because we still. OKC is left out there. Houston is left out there.
So at best,
is left out there.
And
San Antonio is out there. Sage, I disagree with you on the whole Clippers thing.
The thing is, their playmaking sustainability, the fact that they're going to rely on a role player to damn near be a second option. Like a guy like Reggie Jackson has to average 21 or 20. I don't know if he can average that. And even if he can, is that going to translate to wins? That's my thing with Clippers. I'm not even on some hating shit. But yeah, they do got defense. I'm not even on some hating shit. I think they're going to be between 8 to 9. I'm not going to lock them better than Minnesota, though. I do think high Minnesota on that.
But yeah, they could be Will, but who gives a shit?
Yeah. Are they winning the question? It would have been a hot take if he was like, could they win a playoff series? Which I would have still said, fuck no.
No.
They're gonna go against the 1 or 2 seed and get packed the fuck up. But hey,
tell him to get out of here. Pack him up.
Yeah, I think they gotta trade somebody. I think that's the peak of their talent anyway in the West. No cap. Maybe that's the hot take that you were looking for. Outside of Anthony Edwards becoming amazing.
There's no hot take, brother. 8 seed, 9 seed.
I don't think the Cat D-Lo third option thing, Cat D-Lo, and then someone worse than them, even if it was damn near 2 D-Los, 8th seed. So in the
future, you think will be better, Melo or Edwards?
This upcoming season?
Like in the future.
I think Carmelo, goofy ass. LaMelo. I think LaMelo's gonna have a way better season in terms of team success, maybe even statistics. LaMelo's starting numbers are somehow not talked about enough. That motherfucker is crazy.
Better than De'Aaron, anyways.
And he might come out. Anthony Edwards might come out blazing, but again, that team is ass. That team is ass. They just fired, and we don't know the full story, but they just fired their. Oh damn, get him out of there.
Oh shit, my bad.
They just fired.
You
They
kicked
just
him?
no. They just fired their best, not their best, but a guy that was making really, really solid moves for them from an organizational standpoint. They just fired him today for having sex with somebody's assistant, maybe, or some shit like that. But yeah,
when you look at the roster, it
wasn't
wasn't like it's just a bad roster. I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway, Swaggertron 1738.
Dang. Oh, I thought it was
about one hit wonders. Fetty ran one for that. That's crazy.
Yo, Swaggertron, what's going on?
I started to ask this question in Space's last pod, but how young is too young? Like how, years wise?
Come on, life?
What?
Talking about NBA? Life?
Dating. Yeah.
Dating?
Too young to date. That's the question, right?
No, because I heard him ask this one last time, and if I remember correctly, like he's like a freshman in college, and the person is like a freshman in high school. Hold on. I don't now. Is that the case?
I was not here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you don't need to.
But I'm 17.
Okay.
I'm 17.
You're 17.
It's too young. It's too young. Get him out of here. It's too young.
That's the answer.
Get him out of here.
Going on.
Get him out of here.
Okay, buddy. Yeah. I'm a chat and everybody. Look, I'm gonna say this in the best way without offending anybody possible. You know, if you have to ask, it's too young. If you have to ask, it's too young, bro.
And you know what's crazy, Sage? Ask over the course of 2 weeks, and I know you're asking your homeboys, so you already feel some type of way about it.
You know it. When you with her, you literally be hesitating on shit because you know it. My boy is too young, bro.
Man, what's good?
Y'all be feeling comfortable getting on the camera.
Bro,
man, what's going on?
This is Kevin Samuels?
I'm a federal informant. Y'all, I will snitch.
What is this, a Kevin Samuels stream now? Motherfuckers just...
everybody turn their shit on, so I'm going to turn my shit on.
What's good?
Hey, I'm with it, bro. Turn your shit on, man.
So, about the Ben Simmons and getting traded to the Nets for Kyrie, I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw that Kyrie would just retire.
If he gets traded?
I seen that statement, too. I seen that statement.
That's like he's out.
If he gets traded or just saying in general?
If he gets traded to Philly.
If he gets traded... Not even that trade to Philly. If he gets traded at all, he said if he gets traded at all, he signed up to play for the Nets. If he's going to win, it's going to be with the Nets. He said he'll retire before he gets traded. And Kevin Durant had like something on Twitter where it was like the Nets can't win a championship without Kyrie Irving. And Kevin Durant commented like, "Damn right," or some weird shit under it on Instagram. So I seen that. So I know exactly what he's talking about.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just saying. I feel like Kyrie, as it is, I think he's a player that's going to retire earlier than when he should, anyways. But
when he should, damn nigga, you controlling his life.
Ain't he like 28?
Or when he would. Man, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ, bro! Oh my goodness! When he's like 37, 38.
I'm about to say, what do you mean by that, Briz souls? Huh?
Oh my goodness!
You think that is gonna retire, huh?
Oh, yo, chill out. We're on Twitch. Holy shit!
Oh, you can't.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Oh, bro.
In GTA.
In GTA.
No.
You can't say hard R's in 2021.
Oh, I said listen, and we don't even want to don't reflect on it. My thing is with Kyrie, I feel like the easiest thing to do
Chat going crazy.
is just make up something about him. Like if somebody was like Kyrie's doing voodoo, it would make a news story and everyone would believe it. Like, oh snap, Kyrie's in the Barclays doing voodoo, and people would just run with it. So you can say whatever you want to about Kyrie. It literally does not matter. It'll fly.
I don't know.
I can't believe he said that.
I don't know.
That's too right.
This dude Omar.
Yeah.
You can't harp on it. Keep going. What's going on? Jesus Christ. Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a chat reader. I read the chat. I'm sorry.
I'm a chat reader. Hey,
But anyway, Med, I think
We are men
honestly,
of
people
color.
just make stuff up about Kyrie. Like you can literally make
You
anything
don't think
up.
there's
about
any
Kyrie.
weight to it?
What is the like actual validity outside of somebody?
There's no validity to the statement. I completely agree with you. But don't you think like Kyrie, like who Kyrie is, who already does
I don't know who
play
Kyrie is.
basketball.
I don't know anything about Kyrie.
But from the statements, you can kind of see like how he feels about basketball. Okay.
I doubt it.
Whoa.
I doubt it. And honestly, it was funny enough. I know it sounds like the troll thing, but a story came out. Gronk was on TV talking about how he basically told the Lions, he was like, I'm retired. What you mean? And I remember thinking about it a couple years back about the whole Lions trade. And I was like, why didn't that never happen? Yeah, he might try to pull that shit before he just never plays basketball again. Because even if he got traded to Philly, Kyrie's not an idiot. Kyrie's going to look at Joel Embiid, look at Tobias Harris, all that defense around, and be like, I might be able to win. So he's not going to just smack retire unless he goes somewhere like the fucking Pacers or some crazy shit. Then yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Kyrie going to Indiana, he might retire. But outside of that, nah.
All right, appreciate the question, man.
Kyrie caught a tech because a black man called him the N-word. I think he'll retire. I'm just saying.
Hey.
I'm a neighbor.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, bring the next person up.
Oh, man.
Genuine guy.
Oh, guessing.
Okay.
He got
All right.
nervous, cracked under pressure.
All
Let
right.
me get. Let's do
Not that
two more.
genuine
Let's
after
do
all.
two more.
Too much
Where the-
excitement for
Where the
him.
new subs at? Are these the new subs?
Horny.
I don't think so. Yo,
Damani.
Hello?
No, fuck.
You ain't got no
Yo.
camera? Okay.
what up?
No,
Are
I'm
you
just in the
bullied?
dark right now.
Okay. What's your question?
It's about the pre-show about Cole Anthony. What's your problem with
Overheard that while I was setting up. Yeah, what's going on? I actually
What
curious
was it
about that
that?
too.
Fucking hater.
Yeah, Omar, you
Omar's
already.
a fucking
Yeah,
hater.
I was curious about
That's
that
all
too.
it
So
is.
this is what I know. That Dom was like, Omar was like, someone asked Markel or Cole Anthony go, and bro was like Cole Anthony, and he was like, oh, here you go, standing here, got it. Where's the number 50 or something? I was doing shit. But
That
yeah,
was cardiac. That was cardiac.
Okay, that was cardiac. Okay.
That part.
I was like,
No,
somebody
Eli
don't
said
fuck
that
that.
part. Eli said standing and got it. Where's the number 50?
But my whole thing is to answer your question.
Was
Who
it?
cares?
Who was
Like
one of them?
who?
No,
I think it was
but Cole
cardiac.
Anthony's a bucket though. Like
Facts. Cole Anthony's a bucket to me.
Okay, hey, I didn't know the D in DTP stood for Dami. I didn't know. Damani. I didn't know. But what all I'm saying is, like literally, they drafted Jalen Suggs for a
Dom ripping
reason.
the fuck out that pen.
One of these guards is about to come up off the bench. He could be a bench scorer. That's fine. It's just we spent so much time talking about a guy who's like not good. Like who cares?
fuck.
Who cares?
He's literally going to be one of the better younger guards in the league.
Okay, so
Definitely
does he have
agree.
all-star potential? Yes or no?
Yes.
Maybe 2
You genuinely think
years.
he'd be all-star?
I genuinely think
Be an all-star
Cole
coming
Anthony
off
has
the
all-star
bench.
potential.
Off the bench.
I think
I
he'll be
think
in
he
the
does.
hall of really good. I don't see greatness, but I think he could be really good. I think he'd be really good.
Off the bench.
Listen.
no, he's not going off the bench. I just still think it's dumb that they drafted Jalen Suggs, even though they have like a point guard already. You know?
That's how I know for a fact they're going to trade Markel now.
I think he'd
It's
be
not
at peak.
Angelo.
I think at a good peak for Cole Anthony is a 2-time All-Star. Dead ass.
Yeah, that's
Off the
Yeah, I can see
bench.
that.
And you must be talking about
I
he's
think
not
he can
playing
get it
for.
twice.
You must
I
be
think
talking about he's not going to play for the same team as Jalen Suggs. Like that's what I'm saying to y'all. Like they drafted Jalen Suggs high for a reason. They're gonna put him in the game. They're gonna start him in the game. They didn't draft him as a bum franchise for him to come up off the bench. No, they would have drafted somebody else.
What me and Sage are saying is at his peak, if everything goes right, is a 2-time All-Star. We're not even saying that's what his career is going to pan out.
Yeah, I think that's the ceiling. And it's not disrespectful ceiling. It's a great league where you got to be one of a kind at your position to be I think it's like 6, 7 that make the damn game. I don't ever see him hitting that consistently. I don't think he'll be a perennial All-Star. And that's not some disrespectful shit. But I think Cole Anthony will be really nice. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I have him around that. I think he might get one. I think he'll probably maybe get one. But either way, I think he'll be a good player.
Be a candidate for one.
That's my quote unquote beef. It's not real beef.
Nah, for real though. So I ain't gonna lie. For real
Sage, come on, man.
I'm being PC about it, bro. Like no cap. I don't ever.
It's gonna be 1 year. Cole Anthony should have been an All-Star. He got robbed.
Like I'm making a video. Yeah, I can see it.
Look at his real true shooting percentage. He should have been. Man, fuck out of here.
Let me look at his. But that's my whole thing. They drafted Jalen Suggs for a reason, bro. I don't, and I didn't see anything like. I like Cole Anthony too. I didn't see anything spectacular from him this first season either. I saw him putting up numbers on like a shitty team.
I give him that.
On a shitty team. On a shitty team. So I guess so, but. Yeah, that's my whole thing. Jalen Suggs is definitely gonna play. If he's gonna play, know what's wrong with you, but yeah, no hate to him. I mean, who cares about these shitty players?
Oh fuck.
Oh man. All right, appreciate the question, bro.
All right,
who cares about these shitty players?
No problem, man.
No problem, bro.
Let's get certified goth lover boy. Is that his name?
Oh no.
Man.
He ain't got the will.
CGLB.
Shout out my boy Daquan. Shout out my boy.
What up? You got 5 seconds.
5,
5,
4, 3.
Nigga shot under that pressure.
1. God damn.
Boom, boom.
I feel like they don't think we'll ever bring them up for real.
He won't bring me up, but I'll join.
I don't think we've ever had Dre on here. Let's get Dre.
Stop being a pick me.
Oh wow, Dre.
What's up?
Kid Dre.
What up?
Wow, Dre. I'm glad you were able to pull away from the Snow Bunnies to be on there. Okay.
I was about to say the same
Bro, chill out.
Yeah, he got the headphones on.
You got a question?
He's saying chill out.
No, I don't. I actually got him in right now.
Okay, so what's your question?
What's my question? Yeah, so my question is, do y'all think Lonzo Ball gonna be an All-Star this year?
Generic ass.
You know what, man?
I'm being serious.
Good question.
Dom, go first. I got second. Dom, go first.
You know what's crazy?
Y'all niggas is excited.
You know what's crazy? In the East, in terms of guards, in the East, I can see 1 or 2 guys maybe getting hurt. You know, the Bulls are having a really
and Lonzo can't be one of those guys. Year. He just can't be one of those guys. That's motherfucker right here.
And, you know,
he thought the same thing. I was like, okay, Dom, I'm gonna say some crazy shit with you, but holy hell, he can't be one.
Listen. We're not living it. We're not talking about them hypotheticals right now, bro. We're not talking about them hypotheticals.
Don't do that over
here. My bad.
Listen,
my bad. We're not doing.
All I'm saying is, I can see a world where a couple guys get hurt and they need an injury replacement, and that happened to be Lonzo, just like how Mike Conley was injury replacement.
Oh no!
So no. The answer, Dre. The answer is no for Dom.
No injury replacement. No injury replacement.
Oh, no injury replacement.
Facts.
Nah, not this year, bro.
I'm about to say niggas thinking he gonna make it over quickly is crazy. So
okay,
but I don't.
Okay,
my answer is no.
Casual. He's like casual.
Nah, they really is gonna be on your head. That's why I was laughing. I was going to move over. I was like, nah, they really gonna be on your head for that.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. He be in the comments trying to argue that he's not casual.
Oh man, let me ask you this question, bro. What do you feel about these casual comments, man? Let it up, man. What do you feel about motherfuckers calling you a casual?
Wait. Let me answer Dre shit real quick. To be honest with you though, I just looked at all the teams.
There's a lot of point guard because I don't think Kyle Lowry will do good.
Trae Young, but it's to be honest with you. So it counts 2 guards. So Trae Young, LaMelo, Kyle Lowry, based off of team success.
Which is
then
crazy.
You got Spencer Dinwiddie, Bradley Beal in there. Levine as well in Chicago.
Kyrie and James Harden.
Get injured again. He's gonna get injured again.
Kyrie, James
gonna be
Harden,
injured.
Jaylen
James
Brown.
Harden fucking injured too.
Damn, this
Damn, nigga.
Bro, I'm telling you, they gonna be fucking injured.
One of
We gonna be whack.
Well, if we playing
One of
Russian
the-
roulette with the motherfuckers, then shit, Trey Burke about to make the guy like damn.
one of the guards from Cleveland might just go crazy enough.
Okay, okay,
Holiday,
okay,
LaMelo.
okay,
Colin Sexton.
okay.
No, I'm serious. I'm saying just crazy enough.
You think someone from
Dom, you don't watch
Cleveland's about
film.
to
You don't
make
watch
the
film. You don't watch
All-Star
basketball.
Hey, bro,
That's
you right.
but what I'm saying is they might just go crazy enough. All I'm saying is there are a lot of guards.
Wait, aren't
That's
they in
ultimately
Cleveland? Yeah, they in Cleveland, so they might just.
Yeah.
Malcolm Brogdon is going to run wild
shit, my bad,
before they let
Malcolm Brogdon is going to go crazy too.
Yeah, no.
Drew Holiday. I didn't even say Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday should based off of being a past champion. So there's a lot of guards in the East. It will be tough for Lonzo. They would have to be really.
Now, I think he'll be on the
Bro,
higher
you're
end of
trolling,
like
but
he'll be on the higher end of like the maybe guys, but there are a lot of for sure guys.
A lot of motherfuckers we just named, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Shut up.
Y'all
The higher end of maybe top 5 maybe guys. This motherfucker right here. and he's not 1, 2, or 3. He's either 4 or 5, bro.
Because let's if we keeping it a buck though, like off of fan votes alone, James Harden and Kyrie, if healthy, James Harden and Kyrie are gonna get they're gonna get it. Then
It'll be
Trey
4
Young is
guard
like right
spots.
behind him.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday.
Zach LaVine's gonna get it over before
Making as a guard is impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, making it as a guard. Making as that guard is mad impressive. Honestly, the answer we all know, hell no, he making an all-star game, but I expect a major jump from Zoe. I think he'll be in the conversation for being the top.
He's gonna be in a 3-point contest.
I think he's gonna be in the top 50. I think he's gonna be conversations to be a current top 50 player. So I'm expecting a major jump. But
nobody gives a fuck, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He just won at All-Star Weekend, bro. No one cares about Lonzo participating in the 3-point contest, bro.
I tried to play it off for him. I kept talking. I literally kept talking. I tried.
Oh my god!
I seen Dom and Omar start busting out laughing. I was like, let me keep going. Shit. Bezos just ain't gonna let it rock, bro.
Hey, Bezos said the way he feels so. Hey, Drake, appreciate the question, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I came in here trolling.
Nah,
He's a terrible troll, bro.
Fool, what is up, bro? You good? All right, man. Damn.
All right, let's address these Omar casual takes, man. How do you feel about being called the casual so often?
First of all, you watch my shit. Let me get that out there. So you watch me Sundays and Wednesdays, nigga. Whoever. That's for whoever. But second of all, I just don't. I don't know if y'all can discern between like what's like a joke and what's real. I guess I gotta preface.
Sometimes
like,
I don't
this
know.
This is a joke, by the way.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's the main one.
Oh my god. I don't know if people can discern between what's a joke and what's real anymore. Like I just don't know. I don't know if they can. So
you have to literally state it. I will look like this and say I am a glowing pink gorilla. And people are like, you're a human. You're black. Oh shit, got me. Something like that. I'll say Views is the greatest album of all time, and I'll say it casually like that. Be like, he really thinks that? I've had film saying otherwise, bro. It's just how shit go, bro.
The other thing that kills me is like when people try to argue me on like a specific point. They try to get it to one point that might even be an outlier and be, see, this point right here proves you wrong. When I'm talking about something broad in general, and sometimes they're like damn near just observations, and it's some of them could be wild, claims. The whole Luka thing. People say, "Oh, that's a casual take," but bro, like, it's just a claim. Like we're literally just making claims on a show. Like I don't understand why it's that crazy. But the whole casual shit is funny because I think we had this discussion when maybe like Ant Wright was on here, or maybe it was like a lot of people don't like basketball. They like a specific player on a specific team, maybe a few, but y'all don't like basketball. You would watch high school basketball, you'll watch women's basketball, you'll watch Euro basketball, you'll watch college basketball. But the fact that you only watch, I like Luka and I like, I don't know, Anthony Edwards. Bro, you like 2 players out of all of basketball. You don't like basketball. So indeed, we would then say you are a casual. Stop giving me outliers and shit. It's dumb. Start your own podcast too. Do that.
My thing is the people that use the word casual to truly make fun of people. I think you're a casual. I mean, that's because what person calls people casual? We've been making the references. DTP pulls up here. And nobody used the word casual. Maybe Domin is a little rank, but outside of that, nobody used the word casual. Like we going on that shit, but like people that say casual are like cringe kids and shit. That probably
I said a lot worse than casual.
It's just all opinions.
Of course you did.
If you think I'm a casual, that's up to you.
It's a fucking sports take, my nigga. Like honestly, I'm being dead ass. Like when I say that there's an argument for all the people in the top 10 to be considered the GOAT. It's because at the end of the day, a random motherfucker can watch basketball and dead ass think this player is better than MJ, have one argument and just ride that motherfucker, and you wouldn't be able to do shit. Like if he said, "I think the best way to play basketball is to dunk the ball." Okay, Shaq's my GOAT. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about changing his mind? If he thinks the tallest, strongest, most dominant player is the best person to ever play basketball, what are you gonna do? If he's like 3-point shooting is the most valuable shot, Steph Curry does it the best, he's the GOAT. What are you gonna do? You gonna do? Change his mind? No.
And
is he a casual?
Maybe. I have 2 other points. One, I would say, and I've been saying it for the past couple of weeks, for the niggas that don't like it. Oh, damn, light died. But DTP is, if you would say that I'm a casual or you wouldn't consider yourself casual, I would argue that DTP is, you're more of a casual than them. Because I've seen a lot of niggas call DTP a casual, but these are the same people that like one player on one team. And as much as we joke about them or people have been slandering them or whatever the case, them niggas watch high school basketball. They go film games. They're at all this shit. They actually like basketball. Y'all like literally looking at LaMelo Ball. And I'm not even saying full games. Y'all like watching highlights of LaMelo Ball. That's 1. 2, I give everyone an opportunity. I'm on Spaces multiple times a week. There's the podcast. You can be at a Q&A if you're a subscriber. I give you multiple opportunities to present why I'm a casual. If you feel so convicted about it, you can come and you can talk, and we'll talk it out. We'll talk it out. Now don't come up in there thinking I won't argue you down. Now don't come up in there thinking it's gonna be sweet. I'm gonna go back and forth with you 2 times. We'll be up in that bitch till 3 a.m. But
he's not lying.
I give you ample.
He's not lying.
And mind you, I'll go to sleep on Spaces. Start arguing with me. We'll be up to the next morning. I promise you that. I promise you that. So
he's really not lying. Like this is not me doing a podcast packed shit. Nah, this motherfucker isn't lying. Seen it in locker room. Seen it on Spaces. The amount of people that swear they have arguments for this motherfucker, and then they go to the debate, and even if I agree with you, you lost the debate, bro. You're getting your ass whooped in the debate. It's kind of crazy to me. Like I've been on complete opposite spectrums of Omar. Hell, me and him a night and day on Kobe. But I've seen people try to defend Kobe, and I'm like, you said that. you know Omar's about to say, and I'm just like, oh shit. Well, let me get the fuck out of here because I'm not about to hear this bullshit. Like, bro, y'all don't even debate for real. Like he said, start a podcast. Like B Souls is top 50. Make your top 50. Watch people critique your shit. Call you a casual because you probably only watch 2 players on YouTube, bro. Stop it. I ain't gonna lie.
That's it, my nigga. Anybody else got anything to say?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
I'm good too.
All right, then. With that being said, hey,
200 still, man. Here, 200. 2
hunchos, 2 bills. For the niggas that ran off for that last tirade, pussy. But anyway, make sure you subscribe to this. What is this? Twitch? We do this on Twitch. We do this on Twitch every Sunday and Wednesday, right? I mean, that's the only way that you would know. Make sure you subscribe and follow. We got extra streams coming up. Extra special streams. We want to get the subscribers more involved. Make sure you follow us, subscribe to us on YouTube as well. We post the pod after.
YouTube is going crazy. Let me just say that, bro. Shout out to the YouTube.
YouTube is going gunshot.
We going crazy. We just had a fall off to land at 200. Like, fool, what the fuck? like, nah, we going crazy. What was
YouTube's like on YouTube's on like the verge of 8,000 fucking subscribers. The all-time stream we did has like 30K views and going. Ones out of 10s on ones out of 10s. Crazy, man, crazy. Shout out to y'all for real.
And this was about to be a 1 out of 10 right here. Like, that's crazy, right?
God.
Like the one we're on right now is the one.
Hey, we're putting Nick Briz on the thumbnail. I don't know.
Like, this is a 1 out of 10 right here. That's crazy.
Indeed, this whole stream's already a 1 out of 10. But
anyway, make sure you follow us on Twitter for the Spaces. Follow all of us individually. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram as well. Let's keep it a buck, or let's keep it a buck, some variation of that. And with that being said, I'm gonna say goodbye to the people.
Bye, people.
Biso, say goodbye to the people.
bye, guys.
Say goodbye to the people.
Fuck y'all. fuck y'all.
And to all the casuals out there, bye. I'll see you in space.